Good evening, everyone, once again. I had to actually reload the Twitch chat a couple of times because it decided not to load the module or whatever, but now it seems to work. Not sure if there's anyone in the chat yet, but I'll find out soon enough. Either way, it's time for some more Curse of Monkey Island. Soon. Where we will find some more insults and counter insults as we cross the sea to hopefully get the map back that Rottingham stole from us. Chat seems to be delayed again. I do see a new, but it doesn't show. Oh, now it shows. Hey, Demonic. Good afternoon to you. Sorry, it took a while for Twitch chat to actually load your message. Twitch being twitchy as usual. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Now it seems to work fine, though. Maybe it just needed a bit of a startup. Hello, good evening, Ra. Bog Otter Hey, or Bog Otter Wave. I commented to your channel and then Twitch was like, hey, look, Tom is live. Do you want to watch? Uh-huh. I'm already watching. Yeah, Twitch is being a bit twitchy, it seems. Hopefully we won't see any nasty stuff happen in the stream itself. Hey, Vader, good evening. With your fancy emotes. I'm glad to hear the PonyCon is such a good success so far, though. Okay, let's go here to PC games. Hello, everyone, once again. Hi, hi, hi. Curse of Monkey Island. Open that up. Do this. And load that. Now go back here. Get the Twitch chat out. And go back in the game. And we should be good again. Seems so. We are good again. Right. Let's find some more bad guys.
What ye be wanting?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Which one didn't we get yet?
When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
I am rubber, you are glue.
That's not a good one.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
He doesn't really have much, I guess.
I'll skewer you like a sow at a buffet.
I am rubber. You are glue.
No, this guy doesn't have anything.
You win.
Give me your treasure. Yeah, grubby bilge swigger.
The treasure is yours.
We're loaded with booty.
Okay. Mildly fearsome pirates.
A pox on you for boarding me ship.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Let's try the same ones again.
When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
Oh, yeah?
Need to find some answers for these. Just like the first game. You guys remember the first game, right?
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated. I'll skewer you like a sow at a buffet.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet. I'll hound you night and day.
Then be a good dog. Sit. Stay. Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Did you say something? I'm a little preoccupied.
Oops.
Give me your treasure.
Okay. But can I keep my copy of Leech's The Medical Miracle?
I have no use for that. I'm a faith healer, I am.
This is kind of silly.
Get off me deck, you sea slug.
We're back.
Your treasure or your life?
Arr!
Arr.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
I am rubber, you are glue.
Damn.
You can't match my witty repartee.
I am rubber, you are glue.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I look that much like your fiancé? Would you like to be buried or cremated?
These sword fights need to be officiated.
That's not right, but I don't think I have the answer to that one.
I'll hound you night and day.
I have this one.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay.
You win!
Give me your treasure. Ya bat-sized sea sponge.
I didn't want it anyway.
We're loaded with booty.
Alright, let's go back here. Oh wait, this is actually a question mark. I suck at these sea fights. Heck.
We lost a sea battle. How humiliating for a pirate of my skill and experience.
Yeah, that was kind of silly. Pretty fearsome pirates. Let's try again. Okay.
You'd better leave now if you value your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
You guys doing okay?
Don't make me laugh.
Don't see much in chat, but yeah, this is not really that exciting, I guess.
You can't match my witty repartee.
I am rubber, you are glue.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Oh, yeah?
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
I am rubber, you are glue.
Well, he didn't have anything.
You win.
Give me your treasure.
The treasure is yours.
We're loaded with booty.
Now can I go back, maybe? Oh, not a question mark. Well... I keep finding new things.
Pox on you for boarding me ship.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
All these pirates.
Don't make me laugh.
Let's see, let's just try them again. I need to find answers for these.
You can't match my witty repartee.
I could if you would use some breath spray.
Okay.
I have never seen such clumsy swordplay.
Of all crafts, my favorite is paper mache.
That doesn't really help, but okay.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
The importance of breakfast cannot be overstated.
That's not a good comeback, sir.
Give me your treasure.
Okay. But can I keep my copy of Art of the Vichyssoise?
Oh gosh, the Art of the Vichyssoise. You guys remember from the last game, right? The Vichyssoise. What's a new one?
Get off me, dead Jesse Slug.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Too bad the scroll wheel doesn't work.
You can't match my witty repartee.
I could if you would use some breath spray. Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
I sent a letter to the King of Portugal, who never replied.
I'll skewer you like a sow at a buffet.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet. I have never seen such clumsy swordplay.
You would have, but you're always running away.
Okay, that's a good one.
I fancy you have treasure. Hand it over.
Treasure? You wanted treasure? I'm sorry, I'm fresh out.
I don't think he would like let you leave if you do that. Like no pirate on Earth would ever do it, would ever leave like that. Really not fearsome pirates? Fearsome pirates? Really fearsome pirates? Let's go to
You
the...
better leave now if you value your life.
I wonder if like the higher ones that are more difficult, if they give more treasure or
Don't
not.
make me laugh.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Is that your face? I thought it was your backside.
Okay, that's another one we learned.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated.
Which one didn't we get yet? This one.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
With you around, I prefer to be fumigated. Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Oh, is that your face? Oh, I thought it was your backside.
Wasn't that the one for the homicides, or
Give me your
don't we have that
treasure.
one
Well,
yet?
if I hadn't, you'd be the first one to get it.
Arr.
Let's just say if we got a few. I thought that one was for the homicide, but I guess not. Maybe we don't have that one yet. I wonder when I'm ready for Rottenham. Really fearsome
What
pirates.
be you wanting?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
Okay, now we got it. Fungicide.
I'll skewer you like a sow at a buffet.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet.
I think we got all of these.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Is that your face? I thought it was your backside. You're the ugliest monster ever created.
Okay, that's a new one.
I was thrown off a subway because I had expectorated.
What?
Open your hold, so I may take your treasure.
Treasure? You wanted treasure? I'm sorry, I'm fresh out.
What does that say at the bottom? Gone for the pollo? Something pollo.
If you're looking for a fight, you found one. I don't have any treasure, you know.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
Yes, but I'm not lying now.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
I'll hound you night and day.
Oh, yeah?
I'll skewer you like a sow at a buffet.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet. You can't match my witty repartee.
I look that much like your fiancé?
Wait, that wasn't it?
Heaven preserve me. You look like something that's died.
Don't have this one.
Well, I'm fit to be tied.
I'm misremembering some answers because they do rhyme but are not correct.
I haven't got any treasure. Why do you think I was attacking you?
Hmm.
So you're a pirate, says he. You'll have to prove it, says I.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
Okay, not that one. This one.
Heaven preserve me, you look like something that's died.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
Yikes, okay.
I'll hound you night and day.
That's the sit stay.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay. Would you like to be buried or cremated?
With you around, I prefer to be fumigated. Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
You win!
Give me your treasure. You filthy unwashed thing, you.
I didn't want it anyway.
Unwashed.
We're loaded with booty.
Unwashed thing, you. Oh, Guybrush. Okay, let's go get some better cannons. We probably need the best cannons to board Rottingham's ship, right?
Back again, mister?
Yep.
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Ouchmaster.
How would you like to pay for those?
My ship's hull's full of booty.
I'll have my mom install your new cannon pronto. While she's at it, I'll also have her pick up the appropriate amount from your hold and pick up your trade-in. Mom!
What? Mom? But no one's coming out, I guess. Oh, level 3 cannons. It actually says.
The Ouchmaster. Not a bad little cannon.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, really fearsome
How
pirates.
dare you attack my ship?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Okay, we got this one, we got this one, we got that one. This one too. I think only the monster one we don't have yet.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
If you don't count all the ones you've dated.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Ra.
Would you like to
I
be
mean,
buried
hey,
or
Cody.
cremated?
Cremated. This one. Cremated. This one.
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated.
I think we have all of these, right? Fungicides, boneless fillet. What was this
When
one?
your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
At least mine can be identified.
I don't think I had that one yet, but now we do.
Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
I don't have that one yet.
I'd have a good comeback, but it's hard to get motivated.
Yeah, I don't have this one yet, but now we do. We can ask that one.
Give me your treasure.
Okay. But can I keep my copy of Leech's The Medical Miracle?
I have no use for that. I'm a faith healer, I am.
Alright, alright. Really fearsome pirates.
A pox on you for boarding me ship.
Your treasure or your life?
Good luck, boy.
So now we can ask that newest one. This one.
Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
Okay, let's learn that one.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
Fumigated.
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated.
Do.
I'll hound you night and day.
Then be a good dog. Sit. Stay. Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
I've had that one.
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
Yep.
I'll skewer you like a sow at a buffet.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Got him.
You win.
Give me your treasure. You reeking, musty, stench-soaked freebooter.
I didn't want it anyway.
We're loaded with booty.
Yay. Alright. And again.
Back again, mister?
Yes.
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Holemaker Deluxe.
How would you like to pay for those?
My ship's hull's full of booty.
Mom!
Mom! There we go.
The Holemaker Deluxe. A sporty model with good stopping power.
Getting there. I wonder when I'm actually ready for him. I probably have to wait until I get the best cannon. Semi-fearsome, pretty... Oh. Why, I didn't want to... Whoa. I didn't want to attack him, but okay. Oops. Takes quite some hits. He has quite some health, but I didn't want to attack him anyway. He came to me. It was an accident. Your brother attacked a tourist ship by mistake. Maybe it's like a little Easter egg or something. Also, the wind is annoying currently. Wow, that guy can aim. Can I just leave? Can you just leave? He's taking a while. Hey dwarf, good evening. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Lost again! What am I doing wrong?
I didn't want to fight. I need to get better cannons. I need to defeat other guys. But he decided to attack me.
Who are you? I don't have any treasure, you know.
I know that.
Oh,
Why bother then?
I need the practice.
Fair enough.
I've changed my mind.
okay, I need to
decided
find ones who
let you
have
live.
booty.
We're loaded with booty.
Wait, oh. I guess we still have something. Oops. I thought we didn't have any more. We'll see.
It's that bratty lemonade salesman, but he's selling cannon now.
That's not what I wanted to
Back
do.
again, mister?
Yes, I want more cannons.
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Pain Giver 2000.
How would you like to pay for those?
My ship's hull's full of booty.
Mom!
Alright, upgrade again.
The Pain Giver 2000. That's a powerful cannon.
Yeah, but we need more. Okay. The really fearsome has no more treasure. You, I don't need you yet. Pretty fearsome?
Boarding a pirate ship can be hazardous to your life. I don't have any treasure, you know.
Okay.
Practice again?
He doesn't have
Yep.
any treasure.
Okay.
I've changed my mind. I've decided to let you live. We're loaded with booty.
We still... Okay, I thought we were out of treasure. I guess not. Maybe I'm actually done with the fighting part. But, okay, let's upgrade again.
Back again, mister?
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Mr. Massacre brand cannon.
How would you like to pay for those?
My ship's hull's full of booty.
Mom!
Alright, alright. There we go.
The Mr. Massacre cannon.
I guess we just need to find one more. Really fearsome is done. Very fearsome is done. Not sure about the semi-fearsome. Glass bottom boat. Wait, what? Wait a minute! Glass bottom, isn't that what sunken galleons? Yeah,
I really shouldn't pick on those
Oops.
poor defenseless tourists.
that
It's
was
not good for business on the island.
Tourist-
They do make
yeah.
for good cannon fodder, though.
It-
We're loaded with booty.
that's the boat from the second game. Sunken galleons! 3-hour tours, you know? Her. Yeah, that was her.
Back again, mister?
Alright.
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Destructomatic T-47.
Whoa, mister. You've entered a select group of pirates. You've just ordered the Destructomatic T-47 armor-piercing carnage delivery system with auto-loading and fax modem. Quite a fine piece
What?
of hardware, if I do say so myself. How would you like to pay for those?
How would a cannon work with a fax modem?
My ship's hull's full of booty.
Well, the amount in your treasure hold is not enough for this model.
Would you take my old cannons as a trade-in?
Well, I don't know. They are pretty banged up. Hang on while I check the blue book on them. Okay. Mom!
Mom! Also, give me 1 sec. I just noticed that my door is slightly open. Yeah, Captain Cat's Eyes, I may have a problem. Save Twitch. Okay. What the heck?
It's the Destructomatic T-47 armor-piercing carnage delivery system with auto-loading and fax modem.
Looks like something out of Worms. Now we can try Captain Rottenham again. There you are. Whoa! Ah, good.
Well, well, well. Look who is washed up on my deck.
Give me my map, you fiend!
You are no match for me, you mischievous boy. When I'm done, your body will be rotted and putrefied.
Putrefied.
At least mine can be identified.
Your looks would make pigs nauseated.
Nauseated. What rhymes with nauseated? Infuriated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated.
It rhymes, right?
Your mother wears a toupee.
Your mother wears a toupee. Oh, fiancé.
I look that much like your fiancé?
What? It rhymes. This is weird.
I can't tell which of my traits has you the most intimidated.
Intimidated. Fabricated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
Nothing on this earth can save your sorry hide.
Sorry, hide.
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
Hide sides. Crap.
Now get off my boat before I maroon you on the island of clumsy dental assistance.
Let's just try again. There.
Well, well, well. Look who is washed up on my deck.
I have you now.
Your mother wears a toupee.
Your mother wears a toupee.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet.
My attacks have left entire islands depopulated.
Depopulated. I think he's using different ones from what you usually encounter, like in the first game. There's nothing that rhymes with depopulated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
Your lips look like they belong on the catch of the day.
Catch of the day.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay.
I can't tell which of my traits has you the most intimidated.
Traits. Intimidated, fabricated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
You'll find I'm dogged and relentless to my prey.
This is dog. Sit, stay.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay.
There we go.
You're a disgrace to your species. You're so undignified.
Disgrace. Undignified. Dignified. Hide.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
Nope. Hmm.
Now get off my deck. You're scuffing the inlaid
Okay, I
tongue
got
and
the
groove
one for
flooring.
the dog. I basically have to like remember the custom ones because he uses different ones than normal.
So, it's you again.
Yes, it's me again.
I've come for my map.
You are no match for me, you mischievous boy. Your stench would make an outhouse cleaner irritated.
Stench. There was something about odor.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated.
My attacks have left entire islands depopulated.
Good evening, Rossolot. Yeah, I'm trying. First time playing. Populated. My attacks left entire islands depopulated. Oh,
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
there we go.
Your looks would make pigs nauseated.
Pigs nauseated. Ack. I only have... think...
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated.
It does rhyme, but that's not it.
Nothing on this earth can save your sorry hide.
Maybe he has a thing for pigs. Maybe! Also high. Sorry hide. Sorry hide, sorry hide. Hide,
The
hide?
only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
Yeah, okay.
You're a disgrace to your species. You're so undignified.
Species undignified. You're a disgrace to your species, you're so undignified.
At least mine can be identified.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
Your mother wears a toupee.
Oh yeah, your mother wears a toupee. It's not fiance. Your mother wears a toupee.
The only way you'll be preserved
That
is
wrong
in
one. I meant it.
formaldehyde.
Wanted the away one above it. Misclick.
You'll find I'm dogged and relentless to my prey.
I know this one. This is be a good dog. Sit, stay.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay.
I give you a choice. You can be gutted or decapitated.
Gutted or decapitated. Oh.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet.
Ah, crap.
When I'm done, your body will be rotted and putrefied.
Rotted and putrefied. Oh, here.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
What? It rhymes, so it makes sense. Gah.
Away with you, you wretch. If you ever come back, I'll serve you red wine with fish.
Hey, I like fish. This may take a bit.
Here for another whipping?
I've come to settle the score.
Your stench would make an outhouse cleaner irritated.
Outhouse cleaner irritated. Where's the... Here.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated.
Nope, not that one.
Never before have I faced someone so sissified.
Sissified. Not identified, that's for a different one. Sissified. Fungicide?
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
I give you a choice. You can be gutted or decapitated.
Gutted or decapitated? I don't think I have that one. Gutted or decapitated? This one is for depopulated.
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated.
Okay, that's that one.
Nothing on this earth can save your sorry hide.
Nothing on this earth can save your sorry hide. Fungicide. Formaldehyde. Is that your face? I thought it was your backside.
Oh, is that your face? Oh, I thought it was your backside.
Nope, not it.
Your mother wears a toupee.
This one again. It's not fiancé. What rhymes with toupee? Your mother wears a toupee? This one I wanted to see.
Well, you would have, but you were always running away.
Oh. Toupee away? Nope.
Your lips look like they belong on the catch of the day.
Catch of the day. I look that much like your fiancé.
I look that much like your fiancé?
Nope. I'm getting all the ones that rhyme, but none that
Leave my
fit.
ship now.
It's
You're
hard
making
to
the
do.
rats on board nauseous.
I got only a few so far.
What do you want, Monsieur Throp Wimp?
I've come for my map.
This may prove amusing. Your mother wears a toupee.
Not this one again. Okay, what rhymes with toupee? It's not fiancé. Toupee. Not away. It's not stay. I could if you would use some breath spray.
Well, I could, if you would use some breath spray.
Okay, it's not that one.
When I'm done, your body will be rotted and putrefied.
Saving every time would be a bit lame, Kaori. I missed this one. Oops. Rotted? I think it was rotted something. Oh yeah, I could have tried fillet for the last one, I guess. Sorry, Ra. I'll try that next time. Something about rotted and decayed. I actually missed this one. Oh. Rhymes with "eyed." Guess this one?
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
Nope.
Your lips look like they belong on the catch of the day.
Catch of the day. Oh, catch. Fillet. Both fish.
When I'm done with you, you'll be a boneless fillet.
Okay. Lips is fillet.
You're a disgrace to your species. You're so undignified.
That is identified.
At least mine can be identified.
Your looks would make pigs nauseated.
Your looks would make pigs nauseated. Nauseated. There's actually quite a few that rhyme with that. Oh, pigs! Wait, pigs, a few. Yeah.
If you don't count all the ones you've dated.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My attacks have left entire islands depopulated.
I know this one.
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
Okay.
Your stench would make an outhouse cleaner irritated.
Outhouse cleaner irritated. Irritated. It's either odor alone makes me infuriated. That's the only one, I think. Irritated. There's only one that rhymes with that. Has to be this one.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated.
Nope. Never mind.
Never before have I faced someone so sissified.
Sissified. Sissified. I don't have something that rhymes with sissified. Sissified. I may have to get some more insults because I feel like I'm missing a few. Sissified. Formaldehyde, but it doesn't make any sense. Sissified. Backside.
Was that your face?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was your backside.
Oh, that is the one. Okay. Sissified is back. Hey, I got him.
Sacre bleu! I cannot believe it!
Haha!
I have been defeated in battle!
So give me that map, take your ship, and skedaddle.
You win! You'll get your map back!
You were doomed from the start, you kleptomaniac.
Alright, I give up already.
It's no wonder you lost with a sword so unsteady.
Merci, I beg you, no more insults, please.
Your smell and face remind me of moldy old cheese.
Ah!
Wow.
We got the map back. Now we can sail to Blood Island.
Yay! Oh, part 4. The bartender, the thieves, the aunt, and her lover. What? The bartender, the thieves, his aunt, and her lover. What? The heck does that mean?
We've got to keep her on course for Blood Island. Van Helgen!
I'm doing all I can here! Agus! Lend a hand! I'm barely holding on myself, mate! My God, this wind! She's the devil's own!
Whoops. No hat flew off. Nope. Well, that sucks.
Whew. I guess I blacked out for a second. Where's Elaine?
She flew a wee bit into the woods when we crashed.
Then
Oh.
let's get going. We'll find her, then scour the island for the uncursed diamond ring that'll transform her back to normal.
Don't be thinking we will, lad.
What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean, Haggis?
This be a mutiny, Captain. We're leaving you.
What?
Did I mention that I'm offering my crew a very attractive pension plan?
You did. And the stock options. But we're still leaving.
But why, Haggis? Why?
Well, I admit being your pirate crew's been a real pleasure. A real pleasure. But we've grown restless. We can hear the voice of the siren calling to us, and she says she'd be wanting us to do her hair.
You're going back to being barbers?
Aye. We'll be sailing back to Plunder Island just as soon as we can fix the ship. Good luck, Captain Driftwood. It were a pleasure to be looting with you.
I guess I'm on my own again.
Damn. And we lost some more stuff. But we still got the balloon. We got the pirate literature, the stupid arm, nickels, paste, pin, wand, scissors, encyclopedia, a pen, the half-eaten maggoty biscuit, gold tooth, and the map. Well then, let's see. There's a bottle. There's grease hand lotion. Why not?
You'd best believe in that. That there hand lotion be for the rough, dry skin that can often accompany ship repair.
Oh, I can't take that, okay.
It's a bottle of Captain Nick's shaving soap with a cork in it. It must have fallen from the barber's supplies when the ship wrecked.
Can I take it off? Bite. Yep, like that. Easy. I got a cork.
Nice cork.
Yep. Shaving soap. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna do anything here. Seawater. Can I get some seawater?
This pie pan won't do any good there.
Get some soap in it?
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Okay. Fine. Let's just check the map. I mean, check the island. You know, this almost looks like Monkey Island. What do we got? We got a question mark here, a question mark there, a question mark there, another one there, there, strange lights. There's a lot. And there too, damn. Well, let's check over here first.
Elaine looks like she's alright. Hang on, honey. I'm going to get you out of this mess.
Hi, Elaine.
It doesn't look like she's hurt. Well, except for that whole turn to gold by a pirate curse thing.
Can I take that ring? Nope.
That ring is really stuck on her finger.
There's fireflies. Can't take them, I guess.
They're too small and fast for me to catch with my hands.
Okay, it's time to write down stuff again. Fireflies. Let's just look around what we can do. There's a lane. Next one. Ooh, I see an egg. Got that sign. Okay. Egg! I'm adding that to the list. What's this? Yeah, can I kick the tree?
I can't shake it hard enough with just my hands.
Then... well, I lost all my tools. Fine. Fine. Rocks? Get some rocks.
I don't need any rocks.
Oh, man. Fine. Check the sign.
Lost Welshman Ferry Line. Haunted sea cruises and whale watching excursions daily.
What did that say? Welsh?
Lost Welshman Ferry Line.
Oh.
Haunted sea cruises and whale watching excursions daily.
Welsh. Okay. Welsh ferry. I see. Oh, there's nothing there. Next spot.
Boy, it's windy up here.
Lens.
Luckily, I don't need to adjust it.
Lantern post.
No.
Can I rotate that? Okay.
It concentrates the light into a beacon for wayward vessels. Makes a man proud.
Are those the same sharks that were following me ever since Plunder Island? They're still there. Okay, I'm gonna add lens. Guys, please, no spoilers. First time playing. It's on the screen. And in the Twitch title as well. It's still something I didn't know, so it's a spoiler.
Drink grog.
Yeah, drink grog. We know.
It says be a grog man.
Oh, fork.
That fork is stuck in all that congealed cheese.
Nacho chip maker.
I'm sure it's never been cleaned.
Ew. Fortune teller. What does that say? Mama Jima?
Madam Eczema.
Zima, Madam Zima, Madam Zima, Madam Zima! Mistress of the ancient arts, of precognition and augury, diva of divination.
Cool, you're a fortune teller.
Ah, that and so much more.
Okay, okay.
I feel a dark presence coming over me.
Hi there.
Ah!
Ah, please, keep it down. No screaming. Oh, my head.
Tell me my fortune, tell me my fortune.
I do not think you wish to hear. There are things of which a man is better off being ignorant.
Oh, but I'm already ignorant of so many things. I want to know my future.
No, you are not meant to know.
I bet you just can't do it. That's the problem. You can't do it, and you're afraid everyone will find out you're just a phony.
You know, I could put a curse on you that would make every morsel of food you eat become a ravenous cockroach inside your intestines, giving you the most excruciating death imaginable.
So, are you gonna tell me my fortune or not?
I'm not kidding.
Take our heads,
okay.
dude. Take our heads.
Do you know anything about the lost ring of Blood Island?
I sense tremendous sorrow in connection with that ring, and a great part missing. A beautiful diamond.
Where's the diamond?
I see a dark cave filled with evil men, and a place of death. A dark island in the form of a giant skull.
Never mind.
Good to know. Empty jar. Yoink.
Leave that alone. And someone kill that man with a jackhammer.
Alright, I'm gonna add a jar. I can't get at the moment. Hi, you look kinda dead.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm...
Stop yelling.
I wasn't yelling, I was just...
Ah, I've got a terrible hangover. Find something to clear my head and I can talk to you. And keep it down.
Okay, hangover. What would you normally give someone who has a massive hangover? Just water, right? That's what I hear anyway, that water helps. Just plain water, lots of rest. Recipe book. Oh, pickles?
Nah, they go straight to my hips.
Recipe book. Oh. Rum Rogers Rum Surprise. A barrel of rum, 2 flasks of rum, warmed, 1 jigger of rum, 3 shots of rum, 1 teaspoon of vermouth, cilantro. Combine all ingredients, season with rum to taste. If vermouth is not available, substitute with rum. It's just rum! Is there more? Wait, is there just one recipe, or can I turn the page somehow? Oh, I can. Yellowbeard's baby. Wait! Isn't that... Wasn't that one of the drinks in the last game? I think so. Vodka, rum, lemon, phenylalanine, cilantro. Shake with ice. Bloody stump? Hey, there was another one as well. Rum, pentanol, gin, vermouth, tomato sauce, cilantro. Cilantro is in all of these. What is cilantro? Is that like a drink? Blend all, serve warm, with the half of 1 raw potato as garnish. Blue whale. Yeah, it is also from the last game. Gin, whiskey, vodka, grenadine, paste, dye, and cilantro again. Add soda mixed with hook. Flachment tonic. Oh yeah, that makes your spit thick. Yeah. Yellow baby with blue whale. Yeah. And more. Add cilantro again. The bloated tick. Tequila, maple syrup, sugar, salmon, curry powder, beets, cilantro. Drink tequila, combine and discard remaining ingredients. Wait, what? Combine and discard. What? So it's just drink tequila and the rest is not needed? What is this recipe book? This is crap. Bucket of mud, whiskey, iron fillings, a bat, 2 egg whites, mocha, penicillin, snot, cilantro. Mix well. Serve over ice. Who in their right mind would mix mud with a bat and egg white to make a drink? That sounds disgusting. I mean, it's called Swamp Zombie, but still. Is there anything good in this book? A pirate's first hangover cure. There we go. Okay. An egg, pepper, and a hair of the dog that bit ya. Dog hair. Dog hair, pepper, and an egg. I know where the egg is. Not sure where the other 2 are. Alcohol-sensitive patients. Consult a physician before using. Do not mix alcohol before operating rudders or other heavy machinery. Causes extreme. Eh? Extreme drowsiness. Appendix B. Cirrhosis No the Signs by Captain William W. Dizziness, nausea, general unpleasant feeling, death. If symptoms persist, treat with alcohol. Blonde Beer's top secret biscuit recipe. Oh. Cups of flour, eggs, yeast, cilantro again. Add flour larvae to taste. Ugh. Courtesy of the editor's friend's aunt, who was charged 500 pieces of eight for a complimentary copy of the recipe and has distributed it for free in retaliation. This page intentionally left blank. God, okay, well there's one thing in there we need. We need to find an egg, pepper, and some dog hair to get this guy's cure. What the heck?
It's a shameless ad for grog.
Seems to be. And yeah, cilantro for good measure, I guess. What is up here? Oh my. There's a nail stuck in there, I see that.
I can't pull it in.
Okay. Old portraits.
It's a big nail.
Yeah, okay. Let me add nail. Too bad I don't have my hammer anymore. That would have been easy. Wait. Open door. Open door. Go in here. Prairie oyster. Right. Oh.
It's locked.
Daybed.
Comfy.
Yeah, it's kind of comfy, but okay, there's seemingly nothing. Look at the portraits, I guess.
Baron C. Lambert Chowdergood Soup, pioneer of crouton technology. He looks a lot like the guy at the bar. Minerva Stronheim Good Soup, Baroness of Borscht.
Baroness of Borscht. How many of you actually had borscht before? It's a Russian cold beet soup. Oh, spittoon. I just saw that. Oh, look at the cushion.
The cushion is starting to come off this bar stool.
Oh, there we go. Got a cushion.
It's a soft cushion.
Good. Can I take the spittoon?
I don't carry around other people's spit anymore. I've grown past that stage.
Alright. Can I go in this door? I can. What the heck? What does that say? Extended family size processed cheese food spread.
Extended family size processed cheese food spread. I think this is the stuff they use to make nachos.
Can I take
I
some?
can't pick up that entire wheel of cheese.
Cut some cheese. Oh, I thought I had my bread knife still.
I need something to chip off a chunk with.
Well, I had that before. Okay, let me see. Cheese. Carrots up there I can't get. Oh! Refrigerator magnet. Yeah, sure. Oh, really?
It's a big whoop souvenir magnet.
Big whoop, it's coming back to haunt us. Can I open the fridge?
I really don't want to know what's in there.
Can I open the freezer?
I really don't want to know what's in there.
Alright, fine, fine. We got the magnet at least. Big whoop, yep. What's out here? Oh, billboard.
Feel the power of the ancient volcano goddess in Griswold Good Soup presents High Explosive, the most intense showgirl cabaret in the Caribbean. Starring Wilhelmina, Temptress of the Caldera. Nightly at 7.
Mm-hmm. Cooking pot. Yes, please.
I'm not gonna carry around that heavy iron pot for no reason.
Okay, I have to basically... Oh, I have to cook here. This is where I make the hangover thing. I need egg, dog hair, pepper, make a fire, and there we go. But, alright. Tiki lanterns. Aren't those the same tiki lanterns we saw in the shop in the second game? I think they are. The same ones. I can actually go to the graveyard. Let's go check. Oh my. Spoopy. Tomb.
Blood Island Municipal Housing for the Deceased.
Probably not open, right?
It's locked.
Yeah, it's locked.
The Good Soup Family Crypt.
Open it.
It's locked.
Great.
Miller the Sot. Here lies old Miller. He's far past his prime. He drank some weed killer with a half twist of lime.
Alright. I don't have any crypt keys, so... okay. That's where I can get some dog hair. Crack between the doors? Lilies!
No.
Okay, fair. Look at the crack between the doors.
I can't see anyone in there right now.
Okay. Chimney. There's a mallet and a chisel. Workbench. Doggo seems to be okay. Can I get the mallet or is Doggo gonna be mean? Okay, I can take the chisel too, I guess.
It's beginning to spell a word. What could it be? Rib roast? Riboflavin?
R.I.P., you idiot.
It's a big wooden mallet. It's the gravedigger's chisel.
Okay. I saw, like, smelly dog hair.
Okay, fella, this won't hurt a bit. Hey, I guess it didn't hurt a bit. He must be shedding.
Now we got some dog hair.
It's a tuft of that old blind dog's hair.
Now we just need a pepper and the egg, and we actually can make that already. Hey, Corsair, good evening. Small, can I take the dog bowl?
I don't want that.
Can I pet the dog? Guess not.
It's a smelly old dog. It's a scrap metal recycling bin. Those are too far gone to ever be useful.
bad I can't open the door. But I got some new stuff, which is good. Alright, let's just keep going. Okay, that's the hotel, beach, lighthouse, cemetery. What is this? Oh, there's the pepper. Well, that was easy. Just need an egg. Okay, I just need an egg. I know where it is. Just have to shake down the tree. Can I go in the door?
It's locked.
Locked. Can I take a windmill blade?
I can't hold on with my bare hands.
Okay. Well, let's add the windmill then. There's a barrel up there.
There's a barrel at the top of the windmill.
Yeah, I need to get on the top of that thing somehow. But just looking around. There's like one more location left, and then I have to, basically, with the things I found, see what I can do. Strange lights. Oh my.
This village is deserted. How curious.
Block of tofu, assorted fruits and vegetables. Shaving dish.
It's a table covered with different fruits and vegetables. It's a large cube of tofu.
What the?
It's a large cube of tofu.
What the heck, Guybrush? Decorative centerpiece.
Very classy. It's holding cute little shrunken head brochettes.
Auger? What's an auger? What is an auger?
It's an auger.
What is an auger?
It's an auger.
I don't know what that is. I don't know that word. Oh, measuring cup. Yes, please.
It's decorative yet functional.
Good. Tofu is good if you marinate it really well before. Hi. This guy looks like one of those cannibals from the first game.
You look familiar somehow.
Perhaps it's because I look like a big lemon.
Oh yeah. But it's more than that. We've met before. Back on Monkey Island.
Ah, Monkey Island. We had a nice village there. Rent-controlled huts close to the good schools. Those were the salad days, so to speak. Till they put in that darned carnival.
Carnival?
Yes, carnival. Just as soon as they put up the first tent, whoosh! The whole place becomes trendy. Sailors coming in at all times of the night. That awful music droning on and on. And to be honest with you, I think the Midway games are rigged.
Yeah.
At night, it wasn't safe for a cannibal to walk the island alone.
Cannibals?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, it's true. But we are no longer vicious and bloodthirsty cannibals.
No.
No. We underwent a paradigm shift in our belief system several years ago.
A paradigm shift. You don't say.
We decided we wanted to live a healthy cannibal lifestyle. Completely cut back on our fatty missionary intake and went vegetarian altogether. But there certainly was a time I would have eaten you. Young guy like you. Not too much muscle.
Hey,
I'd probably marinate you in white wine for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Dip you in a light corn
This is getting-
batter. Wrap you in banana
Okay.
leaves and bury you in a pit with 100 hot coals. Let you roast overnight. Then I'd serve you on a bed of basmati rice with a garnish of shiitake mushrooms and shallots.
but not anymore, right? But not anymore, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
I have many questions. One of them is cannibal, vegetarian. That doesn't mix.
Nice village you have.
Thanks. It's not much, but we call it home. We've been doing our best to capture the classic charm of a headhunter village, while at the same time incorporating all the modern conveniences brought to us by the European explorers. You may have noticed our first state-of-the-art bloodletting clinic, which has been cleverly designed to look like a traditional shaman's hut.
How quaint.
Yes, we think so.
I'm Guybrush. Boy, am I getting tired of saying this. Threepwood. Mighty pirate, yada yada yada.
I am Lemonhead. Can I help you with something?
Aren't you afraid the volcano will destroy your village?
The volcano? Oh, no. Mount Acidophilus is completely harmless. We have curried favor with Sherman, the all-powerful god of the volcano.
The god of the volcano likes spicy foods?
Shut up, or I'll eat you.
Okay.
When we first landed on this island, the volcano god was most upset, belching out smoke, vomiting up lava. It was disgusting, really, and potentially hazardous. We knew we had to do something to pacify the volcano god, and we assumed a good sacrifice would do the trick.
A reasonable assumption.
But when we threw the sacrifice into the volcano, Mount Acidophilus erupted violently. We thought Sherman was upset at us, so we started making sacrifices every day. We tried everything. Fish, poultry, livestock, phenylalanine.
The usual.
What?
Then one day, we tried brie. There was a huge eruption that nearly killed us all.
What happened?
Sherman is lactose intolerant.
Ah, it all makes sense now.
Now, Sherman is on a very strict diet. He only gets fresh fruit, vegetables, and of course, soy products for the protein so important to muscle building.
A lactose intolerant volcano god.
Stand aside. I mean to visit the volcano.
I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Our ritual offering is about to begin.
Terrific. I'm fascinated by your quaint tribal customs.
Postcards and slides are available in the lobby. Non-cannibals are forbidden from witnessing the actual ceremony.
That's so unfair.
Tell it to the volcano gods. I don't make the rules, you know.
When does the ceremony begin?
It was supposed to have started half an hour ago. Even now, members of my village are preparing a human-like sacrifice for the volcano god.
Human-like?
Human-like?
Due to the delicate nature of the volcano god's digestion, we can't actually feed him real humans.
Oh.
So we sacrifice a human substitute. It doesn't really taste like a human, but it has a similar texture.
So what's the holdup?
We're still waiting for our featured guest.
This is getting quaint.
Who's your featured guest?
He's an ambassador from one of the other islands. It's all part of a new cannibal outreach program between the villages. Apparently not all villages are as punctual as ours.
I'll help you find him. What does he look like?
I don't know. He should be dressed for the ceremony. And he'd better be a vegetarian. We specifically asked for a vegetarian.
Okay.
Do you live in fear of the fruit fly menace?
Not since I switched to a malathion-based cologne.
Very alluring.
Thank you.
I'll see you around.
Okay, ambassador. We have to find the ambassador. Do we get sacrificed for a vegetarian volcano god? This game makes no sense and I love it. I mean, Monkey Island is a really wacky series, but I feel like they went a bit overboard in this game and it's so far pretty amazing. This game is great. A bit tricky sometimes, but it's great. Okay, now we checked everywhere. I have one idea. Where is the beach? I want to try bonk the bonk the tree with the hammer to get the egg out. Perhaps. Wait, did I check over here yet? Oh. Okay, I can just go there. Those sharks are everywhere! I swear they follow me. Ever since Mount Danger back on Plunder Island, I see them everywhere. Let's use the hammer on the tree. To get the egg out, maybe.
The egg would break when it hit the ground.
Then we need something to catch the egg. Oh, the cushion. Now we do it. There we go. One wonderful egg. Sweet.
It's a big egg.
Now we can make the hangover thing.
Those advertisements were no lie. It really is crystal clear.
Can I take some water with the cup? Good.
It's full of seawater.
Let's go make that thing. Hotel. I still don't know what an auger is. Does anyone in chat know what this thing is supposed to be?
It's an auger.
I have no idea. It looks like a cross. I think the game can play a part in forging my sense of humor. Well, it has good humor, so yeah. A tool resembling a large corkscrew for boring holes in woods. It's an earth drill. Okay, thanks. I did not know what it was, but now I do. Can I make a fire, though, before I do all of this? What did the recipe book say again? Egg, pepper, dog hair. Egg.
I can't use the egg with that.
Oh, I can't? I guess I have to make a fire first. Wait, barbecue.
This barbecue is too cold to cook anything.
Yeah, I need coals and a fire, I guess. That's what I'm missing. I have the ingredients. I have an egg, I have a pepper, and I have some dog hair. Oh boy. Let's look around some more. Like, what does that say again? Oh. One egg, pepper, hair of dog. Yeah.
I can't use the pepper with that.
Hair.
I can't use the dog hair with that. I can't use the dog hair with that. I can't use the pepper with that. I can't use the egg with that. I can't use the egg with that.
Alright. Let's just look around some more. Got a few more things. Okay. I can maybe use the hammer and chisel to get some cheese off there. There we go. Boink. That's a lot of cheese! Holy moly! Unmelted hunk of nacho cheese. Okay, we got cheese. Not sure what I need that for, but okay. That is crossed off my list. Is there anywhere where I can mix? Oh, brochures. I missed those. I missed those.
It says, visit Big Whoop for an eternity of pain and torment. I mean, fun and laughter. If you're a pirate with a sturdy skeletal structure and a high threshold for pain, but high threshold for pain is crossed out and replaced with craving for adventure, then Big Whoop is the place for you. Visit Big Whoop. Do it right now. There's no pictures or maps or anything. It just says that it's an awful lot of fun. Honest.
Uh-huh. We know about Big Whoop since the last game. It was all a big lie. Do I just give him the egg?
I found this egg for your hangover remedy.
Eggs.
Ah, there we go. Pepper.
Here's a wild pepper for your hangover remedy.
Eggs.
And dog hair.
Here's some hair of the dog.
Did he bite you?
Well, not really, no.
Ooh, then it doesn't do me much good, does it? Oh,
Oh.
is my head ever ringing?
Crap. That's right. The recipe says hair of the dog that bit you. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I didn't read that part. Okay. I have to somehow have the dog bite me. That's unfortunate. But the other two are right, at least. Let's try to get the nail out. I have one more idea for that. Nail, hammer. Yay! Huh? Where did the nail go? What? Oh! The portrait fell down.
I'd better get rid of this incriminating picture frame.
Nice.
What?
Get the nail too. Portrait.
This is one ugly picture. Looks just like the bartender.
And a nail.
It's a heavy-duty picture-hanging nail.
Okay. Fireflies. Okay, we actually got the egg. Lens, jar, hangover, nail is done. Windmill ambassador. That might be the ambassador, actually. I can show it to the guys. The cannibals, maybe. But I first have to somehow have the dog bite me, so let's go there again. If only Alexander of Daventry had a magic wand. Yeah, that would have been nice. I like how basically this magic wand is still in our inventory for plot convenience. Like, oh, we have to get rid of something. We'll just use a magic wand. Sure. Wait, why can't I go two ways? We'll see. Dog was at the cemetery. And to the left here. Okay, how do I make the dog bite me? How to make a dog angry? Maybe we cut off some hair.
I've avoided dog grooming ever since that tragedy involving my aunt's poodle.
Do we have any food for the dog? Maybe some tofu.
A 60-pound block of tofu won't help here.
60 pounds? That's a lot of tofu. Water in the bowl.
I can't use the measuring cup with that.
Cheese?
I don't want to use the cheese with that. I don't think he'd like that.
Tofu?
I don't think he'd like that.
shaving soap.
I don't think he'd like that.
Hmm. Thanks, Rosselot, for the follow. How would I upset the dog or have the dog bite me? Talk to dog, maybe? Oh! Wait, is this the same dog from the first game? Arf arf, LeChuck. No?
He's just not very social, I guess.
The magazine at the time had the warning written in caps lock. Well, being that this game was re-released on Steam, I'd say they took care of all the bugs. They should, at least. But yeah, the fact I can talk to the dog, is it the same dog from the first game, R.R. LeChuck? Maybe it is. Can I melt the cheese here?
It doesn't look hot enough to melt this block of cheese.
Not hot enough. Can I use this to...
I can't use the dog hair with that.
Crack between the doors. Let's try this between the doors. See if I can bang open the door.
I can't use the chisel with that.
Bummer. Nail?
I can't use the nail with that. I can't see anyone in there right now. It's locked tight. I can't see anyone in there right now.
Chimney.
No.
Can I look at the lilies, maybe?
Lilies. How cliche.
Workbench? Hey!
It's a Blackbeard's Deckmaker workbench.
Hey, Anthropophagus! Uncarved tombstones.
I always wanted one, but nah.
Oh, doghouse. Open the doghouse.
I don't think the dog would like that. How morbid.
A bit. How to get the dog to bite me?
It says Old Blind Pew.
Old blind pew.
It's a smelly old dog.
I don't know how to make a dog angry. Can I get this back?
My pirate instincts tell me I should keep this to myself.
I don't really have any dog food. Tofu doesn't count. Or cheese. No water. I mean, the only food I have is this biscuit. Ugh. Oh. Ow. Okay.
Ow! He bit me!
We got rid of our silly biscuit, so... Okay, he bit me. Now we can use the... Now we can use the... dog hair. And yes, Anthropophagus, we're making a hangover potion made out of egg, pepper, and dog hair of a dog that bit you. That small detail I didn't have yet, so now that I got bitten, I can give the dog hair to make the hangover potion. Also, Rosselot, please, no hints or spoilers unless I'm really, really, really stuck.
This is some of the hair of the dog that bit me.
Shh. Thanks. That's all the ingredients I need. Let me quietly mix up a dose. Ah, much better. Here, you can take the rest.
Thank you.
I don't believe we've met. Who are you?
I am Griswold, last of the good soups and proprietor of this hotel. You may have heard of us and our soup restaurant resort empire that stretches across the Caribbean.
Well,
This was once our proudest resort. In recent years, however, hard times have befallen the family good soup and left me alone in this rotting hotel. The Good Soup Plantation Resort Hotel and Casino.
how's business?
Oh, I need another drink.
Not good, I take it.
Just look around. No guests, no food, no entertainment. Not even the cannibals will come here. My only regular is a spooky old fortune teller who gives everyone the creeps. No offense, Madams either.
A pax on your firstborn.
Yes, right.
What happened to all the guests?
After the place started to run down, they all checked out. All except for one, the guest that never left.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you.
Every night we heard strange noises coming from his room. Frightful crashing sounds that shook the entire hotel, each followed by the most horrible screaming and cursing. Then, one night, the sounds just stopped, but were replaced with a terrifying wailing and moaning.
Also,
I had the room
hangover is
sealed
done.
and vowed never to enter that hateful place again.
Why don't you try to liven the place up a little?
Well, that's quite a story. Years ago,
I don't know,
this
Antropophagus.
hotel was one of the hottest destinations in the Caribbean. People came from around the globe to see our world-famous dinner show. You may have noticed the oddly shaped barbecue out on the patio.
Yes, I did notice that.
Well, that barbecue was the centerpiece of our nightly entertainment.
Isn't a barbecue the central attraction of most sophisticated nightlife activities?
Maybe, but no one else had a barbecue like this one. Every night the guests would gather round on the patio, and at precisely 6 o'clock...
You'd break out the charcoal lighter fluids, you'd recite original poetry, you'd make chewy, delicious s'mores, you'd light up a senses-shattering fireworks extravaganza. What would you guys pick? Lighter fluid, poetry, s'mores, or fireworks? S'mores, fireworks. Anyone else? Lighter fluid, poetry, s'mores, or fireworks? I think I would personally go for the fireworks, maybe? Like, what else would you do at a nightly club activity in the middle of the Caribbean?
You'd light up a senses-shattering fireworks extravaganza?
No. Do you want to hear the story or not?
I'm sorry, I'm fascinated. Please, go on.
Well, every night at precisely 6 o'clock, the volcano would erupt, and the lava would flow down the side of the mountain and into the special trough that runs beneath the barbecue.
What?
The guests absolutely loved it.
That's a bit dangerous.
Isn't that some kind of fire hazard?
Well, we'd get a case of severe third-degree burns every now and then, but everybody agreed that it was worth it.
The heck?
That volcano was a showstopper. One day, the volcano just inexplicably stopped erupting. Without our main attraction, the resort just lost its appeal. We've gone downhill ever since. and the volcano hasn't erupted to this day.
Tragic.
I see. So if we can get the volcano to erupt again, we can use the barbecue for something.
Would you let me into the guest room upstairs?
No, it is locked for a reason. Let no man disturb the dark spirits who occupy that room.
Maybe if you tried a more aggressive marketing scheme.
I've tried everything. Pamphlets, stickers, extensive print campaigns. I even tried passing out vials of my own blood imprinted with the slogan, "My parents went to Blood Island," and all I got was this lousy plasma sample.
That's just gross.
Well, with the benefit of hindsight, I suppose it is.
Oh boy.
That's a shame. Sorry I brought it up. What do you know about the lost ring of Blood Island?
Ah, that's a very sad chapter in my family's history. My great-aunt Minnie Stroney Goodsoup was a well-to-do member of Blood Island society. Her one weakness was her romantic nature. She had a thing for pirates, one in particular. He came into port, she fell instantly in love, and they were engaged within the week. Then, on the eve of their wedding, he stole the fantastic Goodsoup diamond from her ring and sold it to smugglers on Skull Island. She wore the empty engagement band on her finger until the day she died, which was not long after. Some say she still haunts the Goodsoup family tomb. It is a sad story, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Mini
could you repeat
Strone.
Get lost, Chowderhead.
that? How can I get out to Skull Island?
Well, there used to be a regular ferry out to Skull Island.
Used to?
One cold night, so the tale goes, the Welshman set out in his dinghy. The deep fog around Skull Isle obscured even the moon, but the Welshman could see the distant light of the Blood Island lighthouse. When he'd rowed half the distance, the light in the lighthouse was mysteriously smashed, and the poor Welshman was lost, almost never to be seen again.
Almost?
Well, there are those who say that late at night, if you stare into the fog long enough, you may see the flying Welshman rowing in his ghostly dinghy,
Flying.
lost for all eternity.
Creepy.
Flying Welshman. Don't you mean Flying Dutchman?
Hypothetically, how would one get into your aunt's tomb?
I suppose you would have to die.
Oh, crud.
What the heck?
I'd like a drink, please.
Sure. What will you have?
Something subtle with a hint of oak. Give me something to clear my sinuses. I'll take a drink that simply reeks of sophistication. Give me a big fruity drink with an umbrella in it.
Give me a big fruity drink with an umbrella in it.
Good choice. It's a delicious taste of the islands, made with lemon, grapefruit, and ground beef.
Ugh! Why ground?
Hey, don't I get one of those decorative umbrellas to go in my tropical drink?
I don't think we have any. No, I'm wrong. I do have this one.
Ah! That's not a decorative umbrella. That's an actual one.
It's a Cervantes brand umbrella. Very stylish.
Game. But yay, item get. We save. Good lord. Can I take that drink? I guess I can.
Papa Pichu, here's your glass back.
Can I take this jar now? I can.
That jar's for my tips.
Oh,
Put it back.
I guess not.
But I was gonna put a whole lot of money in it. Too much for me to carry around with me. So I'm gonna have to take it with me and fill it up.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, I can. Wait. Jar lid?
It's the lid to the tip jar from the hotel.
And the jar is empty?
It says, "We welcome your tips."
I got a bunch of items now. Dang. I have an idea what I use the umbrella for, actually. And yeah, minestrone. I think that's a soup. You know, it's a joke because the whole family is, you know, good soup family. I think I can use the umbrella to ride the windmill, maybe. Because, you know, the hook, like, hooks into the windmill blades. Maybe. You know, they almost look like combs. But let's see. Does this work? Guess it does. There we go. Oh, we can actually go in. But what's in the barrel?
It's full of fermenting sugar water used for making rum. No.
Fermented sugar water. Can I take some? Guess I can.
It's full of sugar water now.
Sugar water. Okay. Oh, that's just... okay. Well, we got some sugar water. Wasn't there something else in that recipe book? I think I saw something about sugar water. Vodka, rum, gin. Nope. Yeah, this. Bloated tick. No, wait, that's just drink tequila, combine, discard the rest. That's not the one. Swamp zombies. I don't have most of this stuff. X-flower, yeast. Let's look again. All of rum, vodka, rum, lemons, rum, gin, vermouth. Didn't say they can substitute with rum. Yeah, I don't have any rum. I just have sugar water. Add soda mixed with hook. Well, I would need green dye and yellow dye. I'm just missing loads of things. I'm just looking around some more. I hope the beef was cooked at least. Yeah, me too. That sucks, Siddar. I hope it's fixed now. Welcome back. Windmill is done. Fireflies. Oh! I can probably catch the fireflies in the jar. Like, put the jar on the stump. And then close with the lid.
It's full of yummy, delicious sugar water. Bet that water sure tastes good.
Yep. Now we use the lid of the jar.
They're trapped inside and glowing like mad.
Okay, lantern.
It's full of glowing fireflies.
Good. Now we got fireflies. The lens... oh, I got the jar actually. Lens and the ambassador is just left. And maybe something else I missed. Is there anything at the shipwreck? Oh, they're dead.
Oh no, all the fireflies have suffocated.
Ah. Oops.
I need to use the jar with something else.
Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. Let's use that again. I still have a pin, right? I can poke holes in the top of the lid, I guess.
It's already got plenty of sugar water in it.
How do I open it and like... hang on. Oh yeah, let's just do this again, so... Join your brethren. Sounds kind of mean, but okay.
They're trapped inside and glowing like mad.
Okay, now we use the pin on there.
I don't want to pin that.
What? Chisel?
I've poked holes in the lid of the jar.
Ah, okay. There we go.
It's full of glowing fireflies.
Now it works. Now we can go back to the shipwreck. Also, I should add that lotion. I didn't add that last time. Yeah, they're still alive. Okay, good. Save. Did I talk to you yet? Not sure I did.
Haggis?
Aye.
How are the repairs coming?
Well, lad, things could be worse. There's plenty of lumber on this island, so we'll be able to repair all the major holes in the hull. We'll also be adding a hardwood dance floor on the Lido deck.
Nice.
Aye, it's something we've been talking about for a while.
My, that's a big bottle of lotion you have there.
That's right, she be. And don't ye be getting any ideas about stealing it. We are sure to be needing it, you see. Carpentry on this tropical climate can and will prematurely age your skin. 'Tis but one of the many hardships a pirate must face daily during this barbarous age. Aye, and if we pirates didn't carry hand lotion aboard all our ships, we'd probably die from the chafing.
Wow, if I were doing a history report on pirates and I included that fact, I'd get an A+. We're talking guaranteed A+. And that A+ just might get you into the college of your choice. Think about it. Mutiny's a big step. Are you sure you won't reconsider?
Aye, lad, we're all agreed. We'd rather feel the spray of detangler in our faces than the spray of the ocean.
I'll let you get back to work.
Slippery grease hand lotion. I actually got some...
Head be clear, for clearing foggy heads.
Yeah, I got some of that anti-hangover stuff. Oh boy. I have so many items. I have shaving soap, cork, recipe book, magnet, mallet, chisel, block of tofu, auger, some seawater, cushion, cheese, brochures, a portrait, a nail, that anti-hangover stuff, an umbrella, and a lantern. Did not see anywhere where to use. Can I... No, I can't go into the...
I can't carry water in my hands.
Okay, I can't go in there. Yeah, I wonder if someone took that bait. Yeah... Maybe. Let's just go to the beach. Like, I can't go into the ocean. Can I look at it?
Those advertisements were no lie. It really is crystal clear.
Yeah, okay. This is where the ferry would go, I guess, but the ferry only shows up if the lighthouse is lit. Oh! I have a lantern now! Maybe I can light the lighthouse. Here, on the... Yeah, there.
Perfect!
But it's not working?
I don't have anything to replace it with. It's broken.
Mirror is broken.
It concentrates the light into a beacon for wayward vessels. Makes a man proud. Luckily, I don't need to adjust it.
What's wrong with this? Why is it not beaming any light?
The light is on, but there's no mirror to reflect the light.
Oh, no mirror to reflect the light. Okay. Oh, pipe pan?
This pipe pan won't do any good there. This pipe pan won't do any good there. This pipe pan won't do any good there.
No mirror to reflect the light. Don't think we have anything that can like reflect light. But the lantern is in place at least. I have to find a mirror, so... Let's go here, because I have a portrait of that guy. Maybe that's enough to tell them where the ambassador is. The umbrella has a parabolic shape. It needs reflective coating. Right. Did you try opening the umbrella? Oh. Well. I guess I did, but it doesn't really do anything. So let's talk to this guy and see if the poster is enough to convince them of where the ambassador is.
I don't think he'd like that.
Dang.
What does your guest look like again?
I've never seen him, but he should be dressed for the ceremony.
Should be dressed for the ceremony. It doesn't really tell me anything.
Do they hassle you when you go through customs?
You have no idea.
I'll, see you around.
Okay, so... literature?
I don't think he'd like that.
Dressed for the ceremony. Okay, I can't do anything here. I don't have much left. I just have the lens, the ambassador, and the lotion. Unless I, of course, missed something somewhere. Can I take this mask?
No.
Chafing dish?
No.
Decorative piece?
No.
Sorted fruits?
Well, I haven't gotten a use for this fruit.
Okay, never mind then. For some reason the fiber cable was connected properly in the FTU, which in turn means it didn't connect properly. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like you fixed it, which is good. To get into the tomb, we have to die, he said, which is a bit scary. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing there. Let's go into the hotel again. I like how we can just double click to go faster. Not sure if that was always a thing, but it seems to be a thing in this game that I just figured out. So to use the barbecue here, I have to basically ignite the volcano. But yeah, get this, Antropophagus, since you weren't here earlier. The volcano god is lactose intolerant and vegetarian, so he's very specific about his sacrifices. Can I really not get that fork?
That fork is stuck in all that congealed cheese.
Can I use the cheese on the maker?
It's broken and won't melt this cheese.
Okay. Let's talk to Madame Zima again.
What's in the cards for me? Fame? Fortune? Romance?
Very well. We will consult the cards. The process of reading the tarot is a very complex one. Each draw of the cards foretells an upcoming event in your life.
Yay!
When assembled, they will tell the story of your future. A future filled with twists and... Ah!
What is it? Is that a good
It is death.
Well, in the tarot, death just means change, right? I mean, it's nothing to get worried about, right?
Sure, whatever you say. Now please go.
Oh, tarot card.
Look! A three-headed monkey!
Ah! Then the prophecies were true.
Ooh.
Where? I don't see anything.
Hey, must have run away.
This is a very bad omen.
Well, now we have a tarot with a death card. Yay.
It's a tarot card that says death.
Well, that's nice. Okay, we did everything already, but...
I'd like a drink, please.
Coming right up.
Oh. It's just grog. Sure.
Ah, Papa Pichu. Here's your glass back.
Okay, I think we got that done. What on earth do I need my tarot card for? More questions than answers. Yeah, that was pretty smooth, right? Death means change, right? Right. And yeah, Twitch is a bit drunk at the moment, I guess. Let's save. We got another item. Can I not get into this room somehow? It's locked. I can't believe the whole three-headed monkey thing is still working. Is there anything else in this room? Old portraits.
It's a bunch of old portraits of the Van Salad family, and I thought the Good Soups were a homely bunch. I don't have any use for portraits of the Van Salad family.
Van Salad and Good Soup. This. Can I take the porthole? Open the porthole.
It's already open.
Oh, never mind then. But I can't go into this one. This one's locked.
It's locked.
Bust it open with a hammer.
I can't jimmy the door lock with that.
Chisel.
I can't jimmy the door lock with that.
The card?
Fortune telling won't work with that.
Oh. Pin?
I don't want to pin that.
Bah. Well. Auger?
I can't jimmy the door lock with that.
Dang. Nail?
I can't jimmy the door lock with that. Room service?
Okay, I can't open that door, sadly. Would be nice. I'm just gonna add that door. And I guess crypt is also something. I have to die for that. Oh, can I go out the window? Close the window?
I'd rather leave it open. There's a peculiar odor in this hallway. It looks out onto the cemetery. Nah.
Okay. Death sure is change, yup. Game lockpicking lawyer disagrees with you. Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't even see the chain. Pull the chain. Drink grog. Pull the chain again. What did that even do? Does it change the lights in there? No. Oh, wait. File cabinet? I didn't even see that. Open the file cabinet.
I'm sure it's just a bunch of legal stuff I couldn't hope to understand. It's labeled Good Soup Family Records. Nah.
And I can't open the fridge either. Oh, it got a bit faster.
Drink grog.
Okay.
It says, be a grog man. I don't want that.
Use poster on poster?
I don't think the portrait would look good there.
Okay. I have one idea. Let's go outside. To the beach. Yeah, it's a giant wheel of cheese. Like, can I use the shaving soap? Soap with water to make, you know, fog? But, you know, soap fog, maybe?
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Okay, can I use this on that?
The bottle's closed.
Oh, wait. Bottle's closed. Open it first.
I'm not hungover. I feel great.
There you go.
Darn child-proof caps? I can't open it.
Childproof cap. Wait.
I can't use the mallet with that.
Are you serious?
I can't use the nail with that. That opened it.
Oh. Now I
I'm not hungover. I feel great.
use it.
I'm not hungover. I feel great.
But now it's actually...
That doesn't look hungover at all.
Okay, it's actually open now. Good evening, big Aristoteles. It's my first time playing, but it's a good game so far. I really dig it. So, yeah. Good stuff. Can I use that with this?
That doesn't look hungover at all.
Never mind. Head be clear. There's no one else who is hung over on this island. Let's see. The crypt, the door on the second stairs of the hotel, the lotion. Can I swap it with the lotion, perhaps?
That doesn't look hungover at all.
Like this.
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Maybe him?
I don't think he'd like that.
No.
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Alright, alright. Yeah, the lens needs a mirror. I need to find the ambassador for Lemonhead. I have a lotion I can't pick up. I have a door on the second floor of the hotel. And a crypt I need to enter, but I need to be dead for that. Let's go back to the cemetery and check. Like, not here, but the screen with the dog. Can I use the tarot card in here to open this? Like, crack between the doors.
Fortune telling won't work with that.
Oh, dang. You know how in, like, some Hollywood movies they use a credit card to go through a lock and open it? Apparently that's a thing. So I was thinking I would do that here, but it doesn't seem to work. I already tried the chisel and the hammer and the nail. They all don't work. Can I use the auger here?
That doesn't need to be augured.
Okay. Can I use the hammer and chisel on the tombstone? Perhaps.
That's not my job. That's not my job.
Fair, fair.
I hope the owner of this shack doesn't sleep in that. No.
Can I climb up there?
I can't use the umbrella with that.
Okay. Can I cut off some lilies?
I don't want to cut that. It's full of seawater.
Can I use this on the seawater, maybe? Oops.
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Or this?
That doesn't look hungover at all.
Cheese in
I
there?
don't want to use the cheese with that.
Okay. Because of how those doors locks work, no physical internal mechanism preventing the lock panel from being pushed in other than it normally not being reachable. Right. But you still see many Hollywood movies using that silly trick where you literally like slide a credit card into the door and then it just opens. I didn't read this plaque, by the way.
It says Tex Venture.
Tex Venture? Oh, wait, this tombstone.
Your company name here.
Oh, great. Another plaque.
Free dirt.
Free dirt! Nice. Can I look at this crypt?
The Good Soup Family Crypt.
Yeah, that would be the one I would have to break in.
I can't use the mallet with that.
But I'd not.
I can't use the chisel with that.
To get in there, he literally said you have to die. Do I have anything in my recipe book that would kill me? Which sounds crazy, but let's see. Rum Rogers Rum Surprise. Yellowbeard's Baby. Bloody Stump. Blue Whale. Flachmund Tonic. Bloated Tick. Swamp Zombie. Consult the physician before using. Do not mix with alcohol before operating rudderless or extreme machinery. Oh, do not mix with alcohol. Wait. So this thing, do not mix with alcohol. But we don't have any alcohol. I think. No, this is just shaving soap. That's not alcohol. I guess it's where I... Wait, does it say in the recipe book I would die if I drink that? Let's see. Yeah, do not mix with alcohol. Dizziness, nausea, and death. Right. So I would have to mix this hangover thing with alcohol and drink it. Then I would die and go into the crypt. But I don't have any alcohol. Is there something in there to see how I make alcohol? Well, I mean, I need lots of rum, but it already is alcohol. Vodka is already alcohol. More rum, gin, whiskey, vodka. I don't think so. No. I need alcohol. Then I could mix it with this and have myself a drink, a death drink. Think of it like this. Imagine if the lock to your house had no door handle on the outside, so you didn't bother locking the door that you can't open. But if you slip a card into the crack of the door, you can push the angled bar that normally keeps it shut open. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Well, I mean, you do get grog if you... Is grog alcohol? It is, right?
I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, lady.
Grog is alcohol, right? Let's see. There you go.
That makes the drink oh so much more appealing.
Spiked drink. Look.
It just occurred to me that mixing medicine and alcohol is a really stupid and possibly lethal thing to do. If I were a real person instead of a lovably inept cartoon character with the potential for a few more sequels, I wouldn't even consider it. Skull.
Skull?
That's odd. It's supposed to cause drowsiness. I don't feel the least bit drowsy.
Oh.
In fact, I feel,
Ah! Rip.
So then the Undertaker says, I wanted to be a pallbearer, but I couldn't stop coughing.
You crack me up, Mort.
So what's with the new guy?
Oh, he's been like that for an hour now. Passed out cold.
What the heck?
He'll come around.
He'll come around?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I guess that's the end of the game, then.
Well,
hey!
Being the main character and all. Funny. I didn't think you could die in LucasArts Adventure games.
Oi!
Maybe they're trying something different.
When I should take care of him.
Would you? It's bad for business having him just lie there.
Rest in peace and all that.
The end? What? What?
Hey!
Hey!
I'm not really dead.
What do you mean credits?
Oh, come on, cut it out.
Oh wait, coffin.
It won't open. I'm trapped.
Hammer.
I can't use the mallet with that.
There we go. Good. Get out, Guybrush. Ugh. Nice.
Yikes.
What?
Where's that telltale pounding coming from? It's coming from within one of these coffins.
Oh, wait.
Dead.
Wait.
Dead that surround me.
Coffin?
Let's know my horrible secret.
Is it...
They'll never let me rest until I've paid for the wrongs I've committed against... Wait a second. I don't have a horrible secret.
Hang on. Remember the last game? Is it really? Yay!
Phew, I'm glad to be finally out of that thing, even though it was a spacious, comfortable model with plenty of leg and headroom. Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well,
Of course! Guybrush Threepwood. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
Well, you see, I've been meaning...
Yeah.
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life. Gave me plenty of time to think, you know? To think about the things that really matter. I don't know if you've considered this, son, but live burials are not an altogether uncommon experience here in the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware of that.
Not to mention pirate raids and deadly sea battles, huge man-eating reptiles, dangerous quicksand pits, trigger-happy duelists, and of course, those pesky undead. Have you ever thought of what would happen to your loved ones should this gruesome fate befall you?
No, but...
Well, of course, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or do you?
What?
I'm one of the lucky ones. I've been dead. It's given me a whole new perspective on life. A life that I'm going to devote to making sure people's life insurance needs are met. Here, take one of my business cards I've had made up.
What?
If you've been locked in that coffin, how are you able to have business cards made?
Now's not the time to worry about the technicalities, son. Now's the time to ask yourself, are you covered? Run along now and let me set up my office.
We're trapped in here. The door's locked.
Nonsense! This is one of Stan's cozy crypts, all equipped with a patented secure lock release mechanism. Just jiggle the handle there.
Jiggle the handle? What is it, a toilet? It's nice to see you, Stan.
I think I need coverage right now.
Now hold on just a minute there, son. Give me a chance to get the office set up. Run along now.
Okay. I guess we'll come back then. And then talk.
I think I need coverage right now.
Give me a chance to get the office set up. Run along now.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna add Stan to the list. You know, at least he's alive. I love how the games have continuity. Like, in the last game we locked him into a coffin and they actually somehow made that work in this game. Also, skull pile.
I wonder where their bodies are. No. That guy was so bloated he burst his coffin.
Skeleton arm?
I already have a nice skeleton arm, thank you.
Yes, we do. What do we get? That.
Mutual of Stan, because you could die horribly at any moment. It's even laminated.
Great. Laminated business card. I guess we use that on the door. Right? He's immortal, yes. Gotta stand his stand. As spastic as always. Yup. Yeah, I feel better that he's actually, you know, out of the coffin. I felt horrible locking him in the last game. You can remove Stan from the list of the previous game. Good. Yeah, that's true. This is very true. So I think I can use the laminated business cards. Like I said in the like previously, I think I use that to open this. Because that's actually what they use in the silly movies. Maybe.
I don't think that would be interested in a business card.
Well, that was my idea. The jacket defies reality even here. Yeah, it's a pretty outlandish jacket. Oh! Well, I guess he set up office. That was fast. What the?
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
Mutual of Stan?
You've convinced me. I want to buy some insurance.
A wise choice, and one you won't soon regret. The question isn't whether or not you can afford to buy an insurance policy, it's whether you can afford not to. Speaking of which, can you afford to buy an insurance policy?
Well, how much does it cost?
Oh, that depends on a variety of factors. How much coverage you need, how much you're willing to spend.
I'm confused.
All sorts of highly complicated sliding scale insurance equations and such. But I won't bore you with all that. Just let me ask you this. How much money do you have?
Well, I've got these wooden nickels.
I see. Maybe I've confused you somewhere along the line. While nothing would please me more to send you out of here, with the peace of mind that your family will be provided for in the unlikely event of your death, I have to run a business here. If you can't at least show me some collateral, I can't give you a policy.
I mean, you got a golden tooth. Also, didn't he used to sell ships? Didn't he used to sell coffins? Now he's doing life insurance? But okay.
This authentic pirate relic. A genuine tooth from an actual pirate. Only one of its kind.
Is that real gold?
The finest known to man. Not much spit on it either anymore.
Now you're starting to speak my language. All right, let's find a coverage plan that suits your needs. And you can rest assured that you've provided for your family well after your unfortunate departure.
What are the terms of this plan exactly?
It's quite simple, son. When you die, whoever holds that policy gets a lot of money.
A lot of money? Wow.
Wow is right. Now I want you to be careful out there.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
No, I'm serious. I want you to be very, very careful.
Will do.
Okay. Insurance policy.
This entitles the bearer of this document to the sum of a lot of money.
So, do we have to die again? But we don't have any more death juice. Oh, wait. Coffin nails. Can I take those? Just take those? Maybe? With the hammer? Oh, okay. Some extra nails, I guess. Nice.
Now these are high-grade nails.
I have a regular nail and coffin nails, but okay. Executive thingy?
What is it about these things that makes them so popular in office settings? No.
Photo?
Is that the photo that came with the frame?
No, that's my wife. Man, I wish people would stop with that.
Yikes, okay.
No.
Banker's lamp?
A sure sign of a fine, classy business establishment. No.
Check the desk.
The coffin lid desk is a nice touch. No.
Files in the back. Also file cabinets. And a calendar.
I think that's sacrilegious.
Diploma?
It's from the Caribbean Correspondence Institute.
Oh, it's a water cooler. I didn't even see that before.
It's a water cooler.
Yeah, duh. Okay, water cooler. I have soap with water cooler.
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Bummer. Check the calendar. Check the file cabinets, maybe?
File cabinets.
Open them?
No.
What did he say about Stan? Just...
It's Stan.
Yeah, I know. But, okay. What do I do with these? The laminated business card and the insurance policy and a bunch of nails. Okay, I guess I can... Crypt is done. Stan is done. I got the insurance. I have a lens that needs a mirror. The ambassador I have to find. The lotion on the beach and the door on the upper floor that I can't open. I think this is all done here, but it's nice to know that Stan's okay. I guess the creators of the game also felt bad and decided to bring him back in a, you know, good way. Let's see what they think of me when I'm alive yet again. Hi, I'm not dead.
Hi, guys. I guess you'll be wondering how I came to be back from the dead. No questions for the dead guy come back to life? No questions like, is there life after death or is there a heaven? Will there be adequate parking? Fine. Be that way. I wouldn't tell you about the hereafter if you begged me.
No one cares, I guess. Anything to talk about?
I thought if I died, I'd be buried with your aunt.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can't be buried in the Good Soup family crypt unless you're a member of the Good Soup family.
A member of the family, huh? Uncle Griswold, it's me! Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? I've never seen you before in my life. What is your name?
Hearty beef and potato. Vegetable. Split pea with ham. Wonton. Which one would you guys pick? Wonton 3, wonton split pea. So we got 2 split pea and 2 wonton. Anyone else? I'll go with wonton.
Wonton.
Wonton?
I spent several years in the Orient.
I don't recall having any relatives with that name.
Look at me. Don't I look just like a good soup?
No, you don't look much like a good soup at all. In fact, you look more like one of the broth's childs. They always did have weak features.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Every day I wander the Good Soup family Hall of Portraits and give my respects to each of my distinguished ancestors. Every distinguishing feature of the Good Soup family is there in those pictures, and I see nothing in any of those portraits that might remind me of you.
Ah, okay.
I'm off to explore the rustic
I have
charms
to
of
become... I get it. I have to become a descendant of the Good Soup family to die and then go into the other crypt. So I have to mess with the portraits up here somehow. What a convoluted puzzle, but I get it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a... Well, I mean, I have this portrait here.
This is one ugly picture. Looks just like the bartender.
I have to edit this somehow. That it looks like, you know, me. But I have no drawing tools. Oh, I actually still have this stuff. I can use that when I'm a descendant of the Good Soup family. I can use that and then get buried in the other crypt. But first I have to edit this portrait. How do I edit the portrait? I need like markers or chalk or paint or something. That would be nice. Okay. Something on the list again. Let's see if the old lady is saying something.
There must be some mistake. Read my tarot cards again.
There is no mistaking your fate, Guybrush. The cards do not lie. But if you insist, once again, it is death.
Right. Can I take the card as well? Oh no, I got 2 cards.
I've got 2 death cards.
Great. Can I talk to you again?
I'm feeling luckier. Give me another tarot reading.
Luck is not involved here, Guybrush. It is your destiny.
Whatever. Let's see what the cards say this time.
The card says death.
Are you sure you're not dealing from the bottom of the deck?
Remember that curse I told you about?
Okay.
Oh god. I like this spiteful woman. Now I got 3!
3 death cards. Wonder if that means something.
Can I do it again?
Hit me.
Death?
How many of those cards do you have anyway?
Well, this is getting silly. Why do I have so many death cards?
4 death cards. If I were the superstitious sort.
Is there more? Oh boy.
How about giving me one more tarot reading?
This is evil work, Guybrush. The fates have conspired against you, and no man can interfere. Your path has been determined.
Okay, I get your point. I really do. Just one more time for Guybrush. Let me guess. Death?
Leave this place.
Huh?
You are putting us all
But
in
I-
great danger. Your very presence will bring us nothing but sickness, tragedy, and death.
Oh yeah? Well...
Demon! Demon!
Okay, okay. Now I got 5 of them.
I've got 5 death cards. That can't be good.
Is there more, or is that the last one?
Madam Zima,
Be gone. You will bring death to all who surround you. No good can come of this.
Alright, well I got 5 of them now, great. But I guess I can't do anything else here. Her whole deck is just death cards? I hope not. That would make for a very terrible tarot reading every time. Ah, boy. Not sure what to do right now. Let's just see what we have as options again. The lens needs to get fixed. Wait, does a laminated card count as a mirror? Seems a bit weak. Ambassador, lotion the door, and become a descendant of the family. I don't think that would work, right?
I don't think that would be interested. I don't think that would be
No.
interested in a business card.
No. Thought so. Can I get the...
I don't have anything to replace it with.
Yeah, I need something to replace the mirror, but I have nothing. Tried the pie pan already, that doesn't work.
This pie pan won't do any good there.
Nope. Okay. Go to the beach. The ferryman is not coming until the light is shining down. So I'll add ferryman, but basically it's tied to having the lighthouse work. Let's see if I can go here and then use these silly cards to open the door now. Probably not.
Fortune telling won't work with that.
Yeah, okay. All I got was some paper recently. What is this insurance policy?
This entitles the bearer of this document to the sum of a lot of money on the event of the demise of wonton good soup.
Oh. Okay. I have that now. If only I could edit the portraits. Then they would probably put me in the crypt. What can I use to edit this portrait? I don't have paste?
I can't paste that.
Okay. Pin?
I don't want to pin that.
Transform it?
The magic wand has no effect on that.
Okay. Shaving soap?
That doesn't need to be lathered up.
Tofu?
A 60-pound block of tofu won't help here.
No. Cheese?
I don't want to use the cheese with that. All the hotel signs say I'm not supposed to touch the paintings.
How am I supposed to edit that then? Hey Nikki, good evening. I'm going well, thanks. I made lots of progress. I found Stan again. I'll show you. See, he's alive. I got him out of his coffin. What the heck? Let's just show the papers. But I think I have to... Let's see, show the papers. Let's try some stuff.
I don't think he'd like that.
I need to...
I can't use the insurance policy with that.
Can I take this figurehead?
No.
Okay. Like, can I try... This is maybe your ambassador? I don't know.
I don't think he'd like that.
Or this?
I don't think he'd like...
Or this?
I don't think he'd like that.
I don't have anything that resembles the...
I don't think he'd like that.
Ambassador. This? I tried that, right?
I don't think he'd like...
Doesn't work. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm close. I just need one thing. Hang on. I have an idea. I basically... Maybe... Hang on. I need to somehow make a document that states that... Wait.
I don't think the portrait would look good there.
Okay.
Fortune telling won't work with that. I don't think that would be interested in a business card.
Like, I want to make an insurance policy that basically states that I am actually the guy I say I am, but I need like physical proof. Can I combine the nail of the nails?
I can't use the nail with that.
Okay. Can I use a cork on this one?
I can't use the cork with that. No, that would be pointless.
True. Magnet on a nail.
A magnetic nail. Neat. Completely worthless. But
Oh.
neat.
Oh, wait.
It's a heavy-duty picture hanging nail.
Oh, wait. What was in that thing again? The book.
I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution.
Oh, wait. Put the nail in there.
I can't use the nail with that.
Oh, crap. In a solution. Put it in there.
I can't use the nail with that.
Oh, come on.
I can't use the nail with that.
I want to magnetize. I need to make a compass, but where do I put it in a solution? I don't have a solution. Put it in the tofu?
I can't use the nail with that.
No, okay. I thought it would be that, but that doesn't work. Maybe I put the water in the pie? Oh, put the water in the pie?
I can't use the measuring cup with that.
Put this in there?
I can't use the measuring cup with that.
Like, I can... Hang on.
I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution.
I know how to magnetize, I have to put it in a solution. I thought it would be that, but that doesn't work. Can't put it in there. I can't put it in the pie pan. Can I put this in the...
I've got a pie pan full of shaving cream.
Oh. Fake pie. What?
I can't use the nail with that.
Now I got a fake pie. What? That's... You make it float first, use the nail with the cork?
A nail would split the cork in two. I need something smaller.
A nail would split the cork. Oh.
A nail would split the cork in two. I need something smaller.
The pin?
Okay.
What? Oh. Now put this in here.
Okay, it floats, but it still doesn't point anywhere.
Now we magnetize that.
Cool, a cork with a magnetic pin stuck in it. The mind boggles at the possibilities.
Now we put that in there.
Hey, neat, it points north. Science is fun when you know the secret.
Got a compass.
Well, I admit I had my doubts at first, but it looks really nice all put together.
Okay, I have a compass. Not sure what that's for. And I have a fake pie. Let's save. Not sure what I need those for. I have an idea. I can maybe I can throw the pie in his face and take the cream.
I don't think he'd like that.
No, he wouldn't. What would I even...
It points north. Always.
What's the point of that then? Don't get it, but it will be useful, I suppose. What the heck would I use the fake pie for? I don't think I should pie Stan. Maybe the guy in the hotel. Maybe him? Can I pie the lady? Doubt it.
I don't think she'd like that.
Fake pie the good soup?
I don't think he'd like that.
Nope.
It's a pie pan full of shaving cream.
I still haven't used the tofu, the auger, the cheese, and the portrait for something. Well, and the tarot cards, I guess. What on earth would I do with a 60-pound block of tofu? Kind of nuts. Yeah, I can pie people. You think he would kill me, the big Scottish guy?
I don't want to put my hand in there.
Can I, like, cut something out of it?
That looks like a mask.
What? Tofu mask. What the heck?
Ugh. I can barely see out of that mask. I'd better wait to put it on.
What on earth? Okay. Tofu mask. It gets weirder and weirder, this game. Who would want to piss off a man 3 times your size? I guess that's fair. Look like a cannibal? I mean, I can try. But doesn't this need a little bit more, I don't know, polish? Maybe it needs to be colored first, or...
I think we're above that kind of obvious humor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try. Like, what if I do this?
My pirate instincts tell me I should keep this to myself. I'll just walk over here so he won't see me put this on.
Oh, okay. I think that's a good suggestion, Vader.
Ick.
Finally, you're here. Come on, we're late for the sacrifice.
God of the volcano who resides in Mount Acidopolis, accept this sacrifice we make unto you. In the form of flesh with high amounts of fiber and wholesome cellulose, free of all fat and trans fatty acids, so that it might nourish you and bring your favor upon our humble village, and not upset nor agitate your ulcerative caldera.
Okay, boys, toss him in.
Hey.
You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and good night.
Now the volcano will erupt, and I have... What? Massive seething caldera. What the heck?
You feed the volcano mannequins made from vegetables?
Yes, we do. Sherman isn't a strict vegetarian, but fatty foods can cause him severe indigestion.
Banana head, lemon head, and pineapple head. I guess the volcano is not gonna erupt and we can actually, you know, use the barbecue. Let's try that. Wait, it didn't actually erupt yet. Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, I just got that, Cody. Lactose intolerant, so you have some cheese.
You fool! You've given cheese to a lactose-intolerant volcano god. Do you know what that means? You brought about the coming of the divine dysentery. Run for your lives!
Oh dear. But hey, the barbecue works now. Oh dear.
Wow, that was more spectacular than I'd hoped.
Is my... Oh, I have my tofu mask. I even have some cheese left. But I guess now we can barbecue stuff. So I found the ambassador. Let's go see. So what can we go cook? I guess we can melt the cheese now. This is so incredibly super dangerous. Melt the cheese.
That melted cheese looks just like yellow tar.
Can I... What can I do with the yellow tar? Good question. Was there anything in my recipe book about yellow? Let's see. Well, yellow dye, green dye. Oh wait, paste? Paste, vodka. Wait, I have paste. Paste?
I don't want to cook the paste.
Oh. Cheese fondue. What to do with the cheese? Can I like dye that?
I don't want to cook the tofu.
Okay, what can I cook with the cheese? Can I just take that?
I'm not gonna carry around that heavy iron pot for no reason.
Don't know what to do with the cheese. Cushion makes no sense.
I don't want to cook the cushion.
No. Umbrella?
I can't use the umbrella with that.
Okay. Nail.
I can't use the nail with that. I don't want to use the coffin nails with that. Fortune telling won't work with that.
Auger?
That doesn't need to be augured.
This thing?
I don't want to make a stew.
What? Green pie?
I think we're above that kind of obvious humor.
Yeah, I would love to have some bread.
The magic wand has no effect on that.
This is all rum. Vodka, rum, lemons. Rum, gin, vermouth, tomato sauce. Yeah, I don't have... I mean, this doesn't really count as yellow dye. I don't have any of the other... I mean, I tried paste, it didn't work, so I guess this is not it. Bucket of mud, whiskey... Nope. I did it already. Can I, like, push? Or eat?
Come to think of it, I don't want any fresh nacho cheese.
Why did we do this, then?
That melted cheese looks just like yellow tar.
I don't know why we did that, but can I bonk it?
I can't use the mallet with that.
Lift it over?
I can't use the chisel with that.
Can lift it over. Well, I'm just gonna add cooking pot there. If only I had some bread, like Cody said. You guys like cheese fondue? I do. That's safe.
The volcano has erupted!
Yes, I know. The Good Soup Empire is saved. Ah, this is the happiest day of my life. Next to the day Grandpa invented the Stay Crispy and Soup oyster cracker.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Soon the resort will be flooded with tourists coming to see the volcano. And I can finally put on the show I was working on the last time we had guests.
What show is that?
Voulez-vous Vichyssoise?
Ah.
A dramatic musical about a talented young Parisian soup chef who is cruelly taken down by the Paris culinary establishment for her revolutionary ideas about soup preparation.
I'm sure it'll be a big hit.
Again, the Vichyssoise reference to the second game. Oh dear. But okay.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island.
Oof. Can I cut this portrait?
There, I've cut out the face.
There we go.
It's the face that I cut out of the good soup portrait.
Put that on there.
I can't use the portrait face with that.
Oh, damn.
I can't use the portrait face with that. I can't use the portrait face with that. It's a good soup family portrait, but I've cut out the face.
Wait a minute. Can I put it back up there?
I don't think the portrait would look good there.
Like, Oh, hang on. Hang on, I have a... Wait. Can I, like, put that over this?
Why would I want to hang a picture inside a closet? Why would I want to hang a picture inside a closet?
Maybe on the other side. Like, I have an idea. What if I put that, like, on the door and then stick my head through there and then he'll see me? Yeah! There we go. Open the door and look through the porthole. And now we are a descendant.
Ah, there's nothing like family. No matter what may happen in the topsy-turvy world of the Caribbean resort business, I can always relax in the knowledge that I come from good, wealthy stock. Breeding. That's what's important. Breeding and culture. Just like Grandfather Lambert. Breeding, culture, and lots of really old money. It makes a man proud. It's funny. I don't remember Grandfather Lambert as looking so common. Oh, weird. It's like his eyes follow me. Pictures like that really creep me out.
There we go. Now we can tell him, hey, it's me! And then we die, and then we go with the insurance policy into the other crypt and get loads of money. Not sure what I need the money for, but hey, I'm kind of broke, so why the heck not?
Look at me. Don't I look just like a good soup?
Now that you mention it, you do bear a slight resemblance to my great-grandfather C. Lambert Goodsoup.
Clammy? Why, folks back home used to tell me all the time. You're the spitting image of old Chowder Goodsoup.
You know, I think you're right. I wonder why I didn't see it before.
There we go.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island.
I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna, well, kill myself again. But this time we're gonna go to the Family Crypt.
I'd like a drink, please.
Right.
You guys ready for the acid trip again? Well.
This guy's dead again.
No, he's just faking it.
Dead
No,
again?
I'm pretty sure it's the real thing this time.
Oh, if you say so. He's an awfully fragile little fella, isn't he?
I'll take care of him.
Wait, what? Really? Damn.
Well, hello. What a surprise you're dropping in like this. Now you see, this is exactly what I was talking about.
I thought I was family. Oh crap. Let's go back and do that again.
Hey, what an amazing story I have to tell. I was dead, but I live again. Who wants to hear about it? You guys don't deserve to hear a good story.
It's like drinking at the tavern in Quest for Glory 1. Yeah, except in Quest for Glory 1, you actually get a game over. Wait, do I show these papers first?
I don't think he'd like that.
Oh, man, I'm so close.
I can't use the portrait face with that. I don't think he'd like that.
This is annoying. I'm so close. He recognizes me as, you know, that. Maybe I go back to Stan first. Now that I have a name on that, in the insurance papers.
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
Is there a joke in that? Mutual of Stan?
I'm cashing in this insurance policy. Give me a lot of money.
But this is a life insurance policy. You collect when the policyholder dies.
No, honest. I was dead for a really long time.
And you just got better?
Well, yes.
Do you have any proof of this miracle?
As a matter of fact, smart guy. No.
Then it appears that you're just wasting my time. Run along and play now. I'm trying to run a business here.
Oh, crud. I'm close, but alright. The lens, the lotion, the door, the descendant. Oh, descendant is actually done. Cooking pot, ferryman. Okay, let's go try the... Basically, just try the thing I haven't tried the longest, and that's the door currently. Let's see if I can bust it open somehow. Or maybe I can just, like, open it now?
It's locked.
Use the nails?
I don't want to use the coffin nails
door.
with that. I can't jimmy the door lock with that.
Can I use this card on this door? Ah, see?
I guess I'm better at this pirating thing than I thought. It worked.
I was using that on the wrong door the whole time, I guess. There we go. Alright, door done. What's in here? Wardrobe.
It's so musty that I don't want to open it up.
Alright, fine. There's a... Oh, it's one of those... It's one of those... wall beds. Nightstand.
I'm sure there's nothing in there except one of those hotel Bibles.
Porcelain again.
More porcelain? When will this nightmare end?
Let's pull the bed. Oh dear.
Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now.
What's the book?
I can't reach it.
Oh. It is only temporarily, I guess. Get the book. Oh.
I can't reach it.
Okay, I have to somehow weigh down the bed. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Maybe I can nail it shut to the floor. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not sure if that's strong enough to hold it. I might need one more nail.
And I have that nail.
There. The bed has been nailed down. That ought to do it.
Good. Get the book.
Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now. Well, I wouldn't know what to say. Gross.
What's the book say?
The Good Soups. A Life in Pictures by M.M. Goodsoup. It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Goodsoup family. And it says I'll receive a new book every month, or cancel with no obligation, and keep my copy of Buccaneers and Bouillabaisse as a free gift.
Can I use the face on that?
I can't use the portrait face with that.
Maybe I show that to... Yeah. Okay. Probably show that to him.
My piratey instincts tell me I should keep this to myself.
I have to... Wait.
I can't use the insurance policy with that. I can't use the book with that.
What did I do again?
It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Good Soup family.
Maybe I show this to Stan now? Hang on. No, go outside.
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
There. Policy. And I'm part of the Good Soup family. I have a heritage book this time.
I'm cashing in this insurance policy.
But this is a life insurance policy. You collect when the policyholder dies.
I'm dead. I really am.
Do you have any proof that you're dead?
As a matter of fact, smart guy, no.
Oh.
Then it appears that you're just wasting my time.
This first, then?
Well, I can't use the book with that.
Damn.
It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Good Soup family.
Yeah.
This entitles the bearer of this document to the sum of a lot of money on the event of the demise of Wonton Good Soup.
Okay, maybe what happens if I die now? With the book in my inventory when I die. Let's see.
I'd like a drink, please.
Right.
Let's die again! Woohoo! Rip.
This guy's dead again. I'll take care of him.
There we go.
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
Maybe now.
I'm cashing in this insurance policy.
But this is a life insurance policy. You collect when the policyholder dies.
I'm dead. I really am.
Do you have any proof that you're dead?
As a matter of fact, smart guy, no.
Ah, crud.
Then it appears that you're just wasting my time.
Okay, let's see. The lens, the lotion, the ferryman, the cooking pot. And let's just add insurance to the list. I somehow have to prove that I am actually dead? Wait, tarot cards?
I don't think he'd like that.
Tarot cards in that...
Fortune telling won't work with that. Fortune telling won't work with that. I can't use the portrait face with that. I can't use the portrait face with that.
Also, I haven't used the fake pie on anything yet. Try Stan?
I don't think he'd like that.
I almost fake pied Stan. What am I? I'm such a criminal. Think. Can I look at the map?
It's the map to Blood Island, peeled off Palado's back.
Ew, yes, I remember. What haven't I used yet on this part of the game? Well, the pie, the auger, the death cards, insurance policy, and the Good Soup family history book. Okay, so let's go. Did anything change here? Okay, nothing changed at the shipwreck. Okay, the fireflies are back, but there's nothing I can really do here. Lighthouse is nothing yet. Cemetery. There isn't really much here to do in this place. Windmill has nothing. Right? Yeah, there's nothing there. Anything here?
I'm not going back up there. It's too dangerous.
Okay, you can't go back up there. Okay. Well, that really limits my options. I guess I have to do something at the hotel then.
Hi guys, I've risen from the deepest recesses of the underworld.
No one
Your
cares.
curiosity is overwhelming.
No one cares.
I could just talk about good soup history all day.
How about that first fateful journey made to the Caribbean?
Oh, you mean the one that...
Ah.
Baron Salmon Bisque de Good Soup began in 1621?
Exactly. He landed on Scab Island with just a spoon and a dream. In just 4 short years, he had formed the largest chain of all-soup restaurants in the Western Hemisphere. By 1635, he had driven the entire Van Salad family out of the Caribbean and had a restaurant empire that spanned the globe.
Actually, the Van Salads were not driven out until 1637, and the Good Soup chain of restaurants and resorts never did become popular in the South Pacific.
Yes, we are. Oh, all right, whatever. Well, son, it looks like you were right.
Ah, okay.
Welcome back to the
Now
glorious
I'm
name
in.
of Good Soup.
I'm, honored.
And as a Good Soup, you're welcome to every benefit the name provides. Instant prestige around Blood Island. A 10% discount at any of the Good Soup resorts in the Caribbean. And, of course, medical, dental, and a 401k. And the best thing of all, if you should happen to drop dead, you will be buried in the extravagant
There
Good
we
Soup
go.
Family Crypt.
It's as if all my dreams have come true.
Alright, about that death dropping thing. We're good at that now.
I'd like a drink, please.
Let's do it
Coming right
again. Bottoms up.
Oh dear. He's had a sudden and completely unexpected relapse of death. Ah, and just as we were getting reacquainted, as his kinsman, it is my duty to give him a proper burial. It is my solemn vow. The late lamented wonton Good Soup shall be buried in the Good Soup Family Crypt.
Yay.
All right.
Oh dear. Whoa. Spooky.
Ominous.
Yeah, kinda. There's the door, but what else is in here? Oh, plaque.
It's a memorial plaque for Mini Strony Good Soup.
Minestrone.
Yikes.
Hi. There's a ghost bride.
It's a ghost in a bride's gown. She looks very sad and lonely.
Hi.
Oh, hello there.
Who are you and what are you doing here? Go into the light! Hey, nice ring. I got out this crypt.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Minnie Good Soup, last in a long line of eligible Good Soup debutantes. I was buried here exactly 1 week after my wedding day. A wedding day that never came.
What happened?
I was the belle of Blood Island.
How many people can claim that?
Oh, how the lads adored me. I was courted by the richest, most handsome men in the Caribbean. But all my suitors bored me to tears. I wanted someone dangerous. I wanted a pirate. By the way, what do you do for a living?
Flooring inspector.
Then one day, a real pirate sailed his ship into the bay. I fell for him instantly, and we became engaged. But he left me standing at the altar, and I died of a broken heart.
Aw.
Wow. That bites.
Oh, I know.
Were there any other suitors you found attractive?
Well, there was one I could have fallen for. Young Charles de Goulash. He had such a radiance.
Goulash!
What happened to him?
You know, it's funny. I don't know. He checked into the hotel one night and I never saw him again.
Oh! That's the guy, it's the guy in the bed.
Hey, nice ring.
Oh,
Was it something I said?
I hate this ring. It's been passed down from mother to daughter in the Good Soup family for generations. It was to be my wedding ring until that evil pirate stole the diamond and left me. Left me here to die of a broken heart.
How do I get out of this crypt?
There's no way out of this crypt for either of us. I must haunt this lonely tomb until I've married a man I truly love. And you can't leave because the door's locked.
What happened to that young man you liked so much?
Why, the last time I saw Charles,
Yeah, I know where he
checked
is.
into the hotel.
I know where he is.
This is just a shade too creepy for me. I'm leaving.
I could go left here. Where does it take me? Oh, there's more. Family crest. Crowbar! Always pick up a crowbar in point and click. Point and click games.
Oh, I'm not going to do that again.
Murphy!
I think I broke my skull. I'm all skull.
It's your own fault. Stop scaring me like that.
So I did scare you? Really?
Well, startled is more like it.
Oh.
But startled in a terrified kind of way. You really are very, very scary.
Don't talk down to me.
I really don't have any choice.
I saw you get out of that crypt. Does this mean that you're dead?
No, I was only faking.
Darn. I thought together we could walk among the living and spawn a new wave of terror throughout the Caribbean.
So what you're saying is that you only love me for my legs.
Something like that.
Let's get Murray.
Hey.
And get the crowbar. Nice.
Good soup is food.
Well, it is. Crack. Also Murray.
You just can't stop jammering.
Can I talk to you?
I don't want to get caught up in a conversation with Murray right now.
Can I use a crowbar on the crack? Bust out of here.
The crowbar won't work on solid stone.
Since when? Auger then?
That doesn't need to be augured.
Hammer?
I can't use the mallet with that.
Chisel?
It would take forever to chisel my way out of here.
Oh, what the? What? Oh, this is... Wait. Huh? This is where that guy lives. What the? I see so many weird things. There's an upside down parrot in a cage. There's a LeChuck mask. bunny that is hanging? The pirate Godzilla? What even is this stuff? Werewolf? The heck? Oh, a lantern. Can I get that?
I can't reach.
Well, can we maybe? There's Mort.
That must be the gravedigger.
Yeah.
Hey, mister! Help!
What? Who's there? Who said that? Who's scaring poor old Mort, the gravedigger?
There's been a horrifying mistake. I've been buried alive in the Good Soup family crypt.
All right. This joke has gone far enough. You kids should be ashamed of yourselves.
It's no joke. I'm really trapped in here.
Crazy kids with your long hair and your Baroque music. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
You must love horror stories to own all these collectibles.
Reading fantastic stories about the dead helps me keep my mind off my work.
Wait. You're a gravedigger. Reading stories about the dead? What? No. You're a gravedigger. It makes no sense.
This isn't a trick. I'm really trapped in this crypt. I drank a special potion that put me into a coma. Thinking I was dead, they buried me in this crypt.
Yeah, right. They did that in the book. Never trade lunches with a corpse. If you kids ever came up with an original idea, I might believe you.
I'm gonna go sulk in the darkness now.
Have a good time.
Parrot?
It's either a dead parrot or a very strange bat.
What do you think? What do you think, Vader?
It's either a dead parrot or a very strange bat. I can't reach.
Don't I? Oh wait, the arm. Ha! Finally, it has
I
a.
can reach the lantern, but it won't grab hold.
Oh. I need to put something into that to take that then. Use Murray on that.
Reuniting Murray with his arm is a bad idea.
Oh. Use the crowbar on the arm.
I can't use the crowbar with that.
I somehow have to use the arm to get the lantern, but I need something to put into the arm so it actually, you know... Wait, maybe paste on the arm? Ah! There we go.
I've got it.
Hey, what happened to the light?
Well, I have a lantern now.
It's a glowing lantern.
Which is nice. And I finally used my silly arm for something. Which is nice. He's pining for the fjords. He's an ex-parrot. And I don't know, demonic, how that makes any sense. I got no clue. Don't suppose I can just open the door, right? Wait, crumbling hole.
Hey, there's a hole in the ceiling of this crypt. I think I might be able to squeeze through.
Wow,
it's a tunnel that opens on a deep, dark forest. It looks familiar somehow. As if I've seen it in a dream. Or maybe it's... I don't know. Great jumping monkeys! A terrifying horde of stunningly rendered rabid jaguars. They're coming right at me! Whew. It's a good thing I couldn't get through that hole. I'd be done for.
LOL. Nice reference, dude. You know, it's nice when a game series, like, remembers the roots. And remembers the older games. That's so funny. Right. Don't tell me it's actually Murray, her fiancé.
That's just gross.
What?
Nothing. That's just gross.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
I was thinking, you know, but I guess not. Let's look again. Jaguars on Mealy Island? Yeah, there's none there, I suppose. Can I get that parrot?
I can't reach it.
Guess not. Read the novel?
It looks like he's writing a horror novel. It's called The Grog That Drank People, part 1 of a 3-book cycle. I wonder why trashy media always comes in 3s.
Hey! There's plenty of books and movies out there that come in 3 that are pretty dang good. Is that Moby Dick?
It's the poster for some really trashy monster book. Trust me, it'll never sell.
It's also spelled wrong. Moby is without an E. What's this?
It's a poster for Suckers 12, The Beaking.
Suckers 12? The Beaking?
Spooky.
Werewolf.
I can't reach.
Well, maybe with the arm.
I can't reach it.
Fine. Oh, there's a raven.
It's the stuff that really boring dreams are made of. Nah.
There's the Chuck's mask.
Looks like a Halloween mask.
Yep. What's this?
Cloying, yet grisly at the same time.
There's something on there.
It's a poster for some dumb book about undead pirates.
Pirates must die? Okay. Dinosaur doll.
It's a dinosaur from the monsters that time couldn't care less about.
An ex-pirate that had too many ding shillings. Yes. Yeah, the first one was a traditional point and click, you know, with look at, walk to, push, pull, use, talk. I played the first 2 games in that style too. It was pretty cool. Let's talk to him again.
It's me again. The guy who isn't trapped in the Good Soup family crypt.
What do you want?
Just come and look at me through this crack.
Oh, sure. I turn my back to the door and you thieving little hoodlums will sneak up from behind and tie me up. I read all about your sinister ways in my horror novels, so nothing doing.
Curses, you've seen through my web of deceit. I'm no ordinary man trapped in a crypt.
Well, what are you then?
My faster-than-light ship is trapped in a subspace anomaly. Is that a Star Trek reference? I seek the golden rods of Catan to bring peace to the Shire. Shire makes me think of Lord of the Rings. I'm an angry and deranged ghost haunting this crypt. I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
I'm a vegan. I hate the exploitation of animals.
Really? But what about all those stuffed heads on your wall?
Oh, only one of those is real.
What I meant to say was...
I just noticed, oh my god, I just noticed there is a man face mounted on that wall. There's like an antelope or a deer, a boar, and there's some kind of yak and a sheep maybe. And there's a man right there. I just noticed that. Yee.
I seek the golden rods of Catan to bring peace to the Shire.
Do you bear the mark of Tixplick, the chosen one foretold by the scrolls of the third shadow?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask. What I meant to say was... my faster-than-light ship is trapped in a subspace anomaly.
You have no ship. Any true warp traveler would know that reversing the polarity of the ion flux field would result in a tachyon expansion wave, creating a trail of neutrinos that could be followed out of the anomaly.
Actually, I'm a ghost trapped in this crypt.
Then let me see you appear before me.
Excuse me?
If you were a real spirit, you could materialize in a ghostly form. It's all in the books. Well, let's see it.
Isn't the ominous sound of my disembodied voice proof enough? I guess not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sulk in the
I have to
darkness.
somehow do ghost stuff here. Maybe Murray?
I don't think he'd like that.
I have to become ghosty. Maybe the face?
I can't use the portrait face with that.
Maybe here? Oh, I can't use it on the crack. Like that?
I can't shed any light on that. Maybe later.
Maybe later. Okay, the lantern on Murray may work sometime. Ghostly. Wait, can I put that in there?
Alas, I can't use Murray with that.
Oh boy. I have to somehow do ghostly things. Yeah, the man is a big nerd. Tarot cards.
I don't think he'd like that.
Can I use the cream pie on him?
I don't think he'd like that.
Guess not.
I don't think he'd like that. I don't think he'd like that.
I somehow... How do I do ghostly things? I don't have... I mean...
I don't think he'd like that.
The book closes to the camera. Oh, this. Yeah, it's just decoration. Not sure what that book says. It might be more. This is saying zombies ate my neighbors, which is also a game, I think, on the SNES. No problem, Nikki. How do I do ghostly things? I may have to think about this for next week, but... Ghostly things. I have Murray.
He just can't stop jammering.
Yeah. Ghost means probably put a sack on someone's head with maybe like light sticking out or something. Like if I had a piece of cloth, I could stick 2 holes in it and then like go ooh, you know, like that. But I don't have that. I mean, I have a cushion. Can I poke holes in the cushion?
I don't want to cut that. I can't use the chisel with that.
I'm gonna look around here once more and then I have to stop for now. Oh, bowl! I missed that.
Looks like minestrone, delicately seasoned with cobwebs and mouse knuckles.
Yum.
No, really, I couldn't. I'm full. Morbid. Hi.
Hello again, handsome.
How do I get out of this crypt?
There's no way out of this crypt for either of us. I must haunt this lonely tomb until I've married a man I truly love. And you can't leave because the door's locked.
I need to somehow get out of here and go to the hotel room. The guy there on the bed is probably her fiancé.
Where's the diamond for your ring?
It's gone. He took it.
Who took it?
My love. My honey cakes. My widow schnoobums. My LeChuck.
LeChuck is your schnoobums?
What?
He pried the diamond from its satin during the rehearsal dinner. Oh, what a fool I was. He told me he was taking it out to get some fresh air.
Where did LeChuck take the diamond?
Cad, the fiend. He sold it to the smugglers of Skull Island.
Oh.
It's just so humiliating. I could just die.
Since you're, not using it, can I have your engagement band?
This ring will remain on my finger until I have a wedding band to replace it.
Okay.
Go into the light.
If only it were that easy. I'm afraid I can never leave this crypt until I marry. Are you attached?
Well, guys, we did give an engagement ring to Elaine, so yes, 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 yes. By howdy, yes. Engaged, actually, or no. She fell for LeChuck. Yes, she did. 3-3.
Engaged, actually.
What a shame. You sure have pretty eyes.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay.
I'll just check back in with you later.
Yeah, it would be nice if she could help me to scare the guy, Nikki, but I can't make her. She's waiting for, you know, the guy that she married, which I'm pretty sure is the guy in the bed in the hotel, but I have to get out of this place first. But I guess it has to wait for next time. What a way to stop the stream, but hey. We did quite a bit. Let's go safe. And we will figure out how to leave that crypt next time. So next time on Monkey Island, we will get out of this crypt and probably also leave this island. Yeah, we did quite a bit. But, okay. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you had a good time. And I'll see you next week Friday for more Monkey Island, where we will probably hopefully get out of here and see what we do then. But have a good evening, guys. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys next week, Friday, for more. So take care, everyone. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.